空に見下ろす街、一人漂っても心は生きてる。立ち上がる夜明けの輝きを求めながら眠る安らかな笑顔。跳ねるしぶきが瞳を染める赤金の空映して凍る歯車重くきしませ幾重の時をさまよう空を星なりの向こうへ抗え貫けその想いを全て失いゆくのなら抗え駆け出せその体を縛る鎖を断ち切って怖くない唇に偽りをそれでも逃げないでこのまま落ちて果てる今ならまだ間に合う。
No, hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. How's everyone doing? We're gonna do something a little differently today. And you guys, let's get that quiet. Let's get that quiet down a little bit. You guys might not be ready for this. The stream's gonna start with the game. And then we'll get to the main course later. But first, I just want to play some balatro. I've been working on my green deck a little bit. However, I'm thinking we can work on the black deck. That's pretty good. I don't need it to be uncommon though. Let's see what we got going on here. So, I will say, let's go for a flush instead. I definitely watched the Dual Rulers episode, like within the hour that it came out. Now, whether you think that means, you know, it's good or bad, that's really... Okay. Okay, hold on. Need a 4 for that. That's crazy. I think we're dead. Oh no. You just gotta get flushes, man. I don't know what to tell ya. Let's try to get another good skip one. So, that's a good skip one. So, okay, I was excited to watch the Dual Rulers anime. Not because it's good. I can say that, not because it's good. And that's all I'll say about it right now. Okay. We can make a straight. Let's see. That's a lot of money. Whoa, that's a lot of money. You think we can just do a 2-pair here? Let's try to get a full house. 4 of a kind. Oh, it's just that easy. It's just that easy, baby. Well, I have $17. I mean, when you get blank, you gotta get blank. Yeah, okay. I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna get the Ancient Joker here. That's probably gonna be pretty good for us. Go ahead and try to play a Heart Flush and win in one hand. Alright. I was about to freak. Alright, we're looking pretty good as long as we can do that every round. Anyway, I'm excited for Unica. I'll wait for that. I'll wait on that for a sec. The shortcut. Probably gonna be a little flush-pilled this game, not gonna lie. But 2 jokers is a good deal. 2 jokers is a pretty good deal. If, you know, if you get something that doesn't suck ass. Probably gonna sell you. I'm not super concerned about it. You know what? $1 or $0. Let's probably just play the small blind though. What does it want? Diamonds. Okay, we can do diamonds. Can you even take that for your reroll? The lion does not concern himself with free reroll. Alright. And that's the truth you're just not ready for. 3 of a kind with like 1 diamond and plus 10 mult, plus 20 mult, probably gonna do it. The reroll could have had negative blueprint. I don't think I would have had the money for a negative blueprint in all honesty. I kind of want the spectral back. I'll have 1 more shop to get that plus 1 hand size, that's all I'm saying. I guess let's use a medium on this too. We're not gonna care too much about it. Don't even worry about skipping, we don't need it. You want spades. Okay, we can get you spades. We can get you spades. Trust me, we can get you spades. Light work, no reaction. That's a lot of money. Business card kind of bringing in the money, not gonna lie. We've had this exact thing before. That's super interesting. Probably not gonna get a straight flush. Let's be honest, we're probably not gonna get a straight flush. The only 1 hand type this round. Light work, no reaction. We already got 3 hearts. We won't even need to play 2 hands. Alright. Light work, no reaction. I'm excited for the for Unico still. Bingo board has been made. It's gonna be a very fun situation there. Once we get there, let's get some tarot cards. Let's start doing some things here. Now we got rid of. Didn't get rid of it's just when you're playing around Ancient Joker, what can you do? Let's just get another Joker, like Gluttonous Joker. I mean, that'll be okay sometimes. I'll take a free uncommon. You want spades. Okay. We can get you spades. Guys, oh no. We're not winning in 1 anymore. Oh fuck, we're not winning in 1 anymore. Oh no. What did that do? It did fine. Guys, there was a pretty funny, okay, hold on. A Hemomancer. With what enhancements, really? I mean, free is free. We have no enhancements. We have a seal. What do you want? Clubs? Okay. I can work with clubs. You know, this is place that I would just discard the 3 of a kind. We don't even give a fuck. It does not matter to us. Give us some clubs, please. That'll give us the Gluttonous Joker. Not bad. Very not bad. I'll take plus 1 hand for 10 bucks. That immediately offsets the downside of the black deck. Now I just have an extra Joker slot, like, it's pretty good. Now, however, please. Okay. Let's get a Celestial back. We're gonna need to start getting some, okay. We're gonna need to start getting some 3 of a kind, I guess. Some, 2 pair by 3 levels. I'll take that. I will take that. I'll take the 3 pair. 2 pair by 3 levels. You want hearts. To be completely honest with you, I kinda just wanna play that. But there's no point. Because we have like no score that'll be affected. This will be like 300 chips. That's probably not gonna do a lot for us. Good point. Now I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it right now, and you're gonna love what we're doing next. We get some more purple seals. The Hemomancer will begin molting. Okay, hold on. Wait, why was that? Why was that so bad? What happened? What happened? This is why I can't do flushes. I'm telling you, a flush build, it's not on my genome. I can't do it. Alright, we can fix that. That doesn't matter. Next is a hollow. Plus 3 hand size next round. Play the big blind. That was just an unfortunate circumstance, really. You never know. Okay. A full house. And we got a full house. That's nice. For the 2 pair out there, that's probably gonna hit. Yeah. That's what balatro mastery is right there. No, the 2 pair is gonna hit. Okay, plus 1 discards, maybe not the greatest thing. That would be nice if I had an extra $1, but you know, what can you do? Sure, the half joker can certainly help us here. Let's like just play a debuffed 3 of a kind here. Yeah, let's just plus 30 mult on this alone. Plus 1 hand per round, that's also gonna be pretty nice to have. Credit card. You know, you might want to hold on to it. You never know when credit card's gonna come in handy. I kinda wanna get some Arcana packs. I think Arcana packs are gonna change the game. Give me another joker, man. Square joker. It doesn't really go well with half joker. Okay. I guess there's multis. And then we can credit card, but let's probably not. Let's sell this and just go next. We're gonna want the negative. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if we can get through. I want the plus 1 hand. I want the voucher. So the polychrom's not really speaking to me. Really not speaking to me the way that some would think that it would. It is 3 of a kind because we have half joker. Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be good. Negative mail-in rebate. You know, that's not exactly what I was looking for. I'll take that plus 1 hand though, and honestly, let me see what's in the let me see what's in the spectral pack. Let's get some more face cards. It's just, you know, if you accidentally get it, like, that's nice. It's not score, which is kind of the only thing I'm ever looking for in life is score. Hey, we got some money. I mean, we kind of gotta do it just on virtue of that's $10 right there. What's this gonna do for us? It's plus 10 mult. Yeah, let's just see what a flush does with plus 10 mult. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know, that's not a bad 3 of a kind. Let's see what this pair does first real quick. The steel card. Okay. That was a good idea. That was very wise of me to do. That's the wisdom. Bloodstone. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I take a little bit of a bloodstone with me. This can be anywhere, it doesn't matter. This is just, we're fine. We're fine on how this is. Got 2 more slots. Give me the buffoon pack. I can take this just for some chips, really. And if I happen to get that. I'm not... I'm just not I'm flesh averse, what can I say? I'm not crazy about the, it's like, what's this gonna do for us? What we need to do is just play around half Joker. 20 molt's a big deal. And I don't like half Joker. We need to find something to get rid of it. I like trading card. It's a good deck fixer. I kind of want the free Arcana pack, but you know, I don't know what the fight. 6 is. I'm not gonna check. Let's be honest, that's not gonna happen. Let's just kill this 2 for no reason, and let's try to work for an ace or a queen here. Okay, that's yeah, it's kind of what I'm looking for. What was mail and rebate want or to-do list want me to do? It's a high card. I can do a high card for you. I can do it again. You know there. That was pretty good. That was 8. Had some free money. Sure, we'll take it this time, just to make you happy. Now the wee Joker, we killed one of the 2s. That is unfortunate. I regret my choices in life. All face cards are drawn face down. Might work in the reaction. We're already getting rid of the 2s, so let's just get rid of them. We don't need them. That's not really our goal in life. One of these could be my steal card. Let's get rid of all of them. Yeah, fuck the 9. Who gives a fuck? Give me some cash here. All right, 3 of a kind. Half Joker. Got a bloodstone hit. Does not matter. Just throw a pair out there. I think we're just gonna get there. I think we're okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is a lot of econ. I don't know why we still have credit card. That's a good question. That's a good question. Give me some planets here. We're playing with fucking just on half Joker alone. 1 rear. I'll take that. I don't need to sell you yet. Alright, you know, it's not saying it should happen, but it's kind of a ritual at this point. We got a trading card and like it's gone. Pair. Yeah, we'll take $4 for a pair. I'll take another $4 for a pair. What do you want me to get rid of? Every 8. That's crazy. You know what I got right there? An 8. Play another pair. We might. Oh. Give me an 8 here. There we go. Now we're talking. I would 3 of a kind, but like half Joker's kind of doing what we need, and that extra $4. I think we're probably gonna make the 500 score that we need there. We're looking. Why do you play this small blind? You don't get any reward money. We're kind of double our money on that one. that was a pretty wise investment. Let's play and use this. No, what can you do? Arcana pack. We We can get 20 bucks here. We can get 20 bucks here. I'll take some extra mold because our mold molter is not something we're really excited to use. Maybe one more. You know what? What if we just get some popcorn? Because honestly, when the fuck is Bloodstone gonna hit? I'm not doing flushes. That's all I'm saying. That's not my concern. What if we just get a large amount of mold? For no real reason. What do you want? 3 of a kind? I'm gonna keep the steel card, so... we can play a pair. That was like half. Hey, 3 of a kind. I can do that for you. Most evil Joker swap? Yeah, but I mean, look how fast we won. We just got a lot more multiple, what can I say? Don't worry, we'll figure something out. It's temporary. You know what? What are we looking at? Get 9 molt on a pair. And it only gets better, baby. And it only gets better. Sure, it's not anything crazy, but I mean, first hand is face down. Just whatever that is, it's not really my concern. I'm gonna be completely honest, like that's life. Every discarded 3, okay, well. Throw this pair out here. 4 of a kind, we're probably not gonna do that. Probably not gonna do that. Not gonna lie. We're kind of just on the half Joker pill right now. And I'm not gonna say I'm thrilled about it, but it's a lot of molt. Okay, well, that was pretty ass for no reason. Let's give us another good misprint here. There we go. There we go. We barely made it. We barely made it. Yeah, we kind of need. Okay, that's kind of what we need here. Let's get you. We can start playing some good hands if we get rid of you. Like this could be a lot of mold. Okay, let's probably get rid of. Well, I don't need you anymore. You're nothing to me. Hologram, and now we just need to get some fucking trading cards. So that actually hurt us pretty bad. We're gonna need another Joker. Well, that didn't hurt us at all. That wasn't giving us score. I'm realizing we're not gonna have an easy chance of, you know, kill these 9s. I don't need them. 9s ain't ever do anything for me. And then, no, you know what? Magician the 10s. Why not? Mega Celestial? I'll take it. I don't know what we're playing. Like full house, maybe? Now that we got it, and some 2-pair, maybe. Just for the sake of it. Actually, we don't got it. We didn't still have Joker. Let's get a reroll here. Alright. No, that's not gonna be easy to get. Unless we do jacks, I guess, maybe. But even then, it's really nice to have. I want to keep doing trading card just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. We're not gonna do it. I need a better... Alright, what can you do? I'm gonna play this, skip next, and then we'll see where we end up. So, oh yeah, that's nice. That's really annoying. We're just gonna fuck it. Alright. Kinda, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, we're not. Oh no, we need score. We need to score. Score is just something we don't have. We're all out of score. We're all out of score. Atrocious. This 97-year-old balatro run doesn't make score the old-fashioned way. I'll take that. Oh. Spado. Spades. Go. I believe in you. Hearts. That sucks. Discard. Yeah! Discard those diamonds. I don't need them. Well, we still didn't get it. Okay. We have one hand. Maybe should not have played. We're probably gonna lose now. This 52 carded deck does not make hearts the old-fashioned way. That's crazy. We have a 2-pair. It's probably not gonna hit, considering we have no fucking score. Cool. What can you do? 2-pair sweep? You know, 2-pair. I don't got the money for you. Let's get a new, and the black deck is just pretty. The black deck does some crazy things in this world. It really does. It really does. Black deck can really change you. It can really change your tune. It's you're either on top of the world, or you're suffering. A full house. Cool, that's looking pretty good. I think I'm happy with how that turned out. Showman. You know what? Showman never steered me wrong. Credit card in the buffoon pack. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Credit card in the buffoon pack. That's econ for the future, baby. Showman into showman. Maybe. That's just not gonna be any. I have no score. Oh, wait a minute. Suit me. I'm early antsy. I need to be looking at early game hands like the flush. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. Okay. 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 It'll probably be okay. It'll probably be okay. We got it. It's fine. No worries. No worries. All you need is a pair. Okay, Joker. I have no money. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. $0? You know what? Let's just play it out and see what we can do here. Let's just see what our score does with a pair these days. Alright. I probably could have figured out the math for that one if I used the old brain, but it is what it is. It is what it is. This will be at least a little bit of money. Maybe a little bit of... we're dead. I forget I'm on the black deck and I have no hands. Normal Joker would have saved you. Maybe. I had to feed the campfire. Campfire had to be fed. Okay. Black deck, don't talk to me right now. I'm not in the mindset for black deck right now. No offense. Nebula deck, never talk to me. Now the ghost deck. Two uncommon jokers. That's two pretty strong hex chances here. That's looking pretty interesting on the hex chances. A really annoying first hand to get because it's so even. Don't know what you want to play for. Figure that out. What do we got? What do we got remaining here? 9 spades. 7 clubs. Okay. That's crazy. That's really crazy. That's really something. Please! If this can win, yeah. Okay. Yeah! So normal Joker was not gonna save us in that last situation now. Okay. That's good to get early. I guess we can hex it. We're not gonna get rid of it. It's money. That's money, baby. 1 consumable slot's really good, but we kind of need a score Joker. You know what? Half Joker might be loathed. Negative, sure. Why not? I don't know what to do. This format would have been better than 0.25. Well, it was 0.5 because we sold 2 things. But I don't think we were winning anyway. I don't know. I'm just looking at it and it's not. This is a different language to me all of a sudden. Give me a 20. Yeah, there you go. It's just I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. We're fine. It doesn't matter. We have a little bit of molt and a little bit of molt. Okay, negative oops all 6s. We can do something really funny with that. I think we spend all our money right here. I think we spend all of our money. Hurts are debuffed. That's crazy. I didn't even want him. I didn't even want him in the first place. Now stone cards, actually. And that's actually not bad, Marble Joker. That's actually not bad, Marble Joker. I'm not... Okay, ballot. And ballot's always something tasty to get. And we'll go next round. Spectral pack. You know I gotta see what's in the spectral pack. Ectoplasm. I don't want a negative. I want to negative the hang Chad. That's actually what it's called. The ballot. I don't want to negative you, and I'm indifferent on negativing you. But let's do it. See what happens. Okay. I guess we're sticking with the Marble Joker for the rest of our life. And you know what? No, it's not due to. It's not due to. We're gonna need some score. Small hands are just kind of where we're at in the world. Let's try to play high cards. I mean, I've gotta just play it straight, like it just seems right, but it's not gonna be right at all. So we're not gonna get that 20 molt, which is like all of our score right now. Yeah. Give me an ace or a queen here, and we can be pretty happy. That's what I'm looking for. Hair and stone card, I think is, or even just high card, stone card, and 3 of them. We can make something work. Honest to God, I'm probably gonna grab that. And I'm not even gonna be afraid to admit it. We're about to get 20 bucks. Next round, just play it. I mean, I don't even care what's in my hand. Just, that's life. At that point, that's a life. I see. I was not paying attention to the boss there. Whatsoever. But that's okay, we don't need it. Probably put the stone cards first, because they will give me more chips. See, that'll be wise. Alright, we're making money. 4 of a kind, okay. Green Joker, okay. Seed money, okay. It's kinda did a lot of things there. Whatever this is, okay. 18 bucks, okay. Next round. I'll take that. Free shop? Free shop's pretty nice. Let's see what we can do here. And a stone card. Let's get some cash here. The green Joker could actually come in clutch here. Not gonna lie. Considering if we just play pair. No, Green Joker is how you kill your run every single time. Green Joker is a dog shit Joker. Does not matter what happens, you never play for Green Joker. That's what I'm telling you right now. He's not worth it. Anti-4, not gonna happen. You're gonna go, man. You've got to go, dude. You're done. Like, you're done. Don't even care if I have a replacement, you're done. Because I'm selling both of these. Free money. Full house. Yeah, I'll buy this. Please! We'll take some ice cream for now. We could actually use a little bit of ice cream for now, not gonna lie. Let's see what you can do for us. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Not bad. See, the chips are actually, I've actually heard those are pretty good. 20 bucks. God, the showman is here, though. Overstock is always good to have. I will always give showman a benefit here. I don't know why I got rid of the chips when that's kind of given us what we need. Man, I wish I could use a fortune teller play here, but we're not playing 4 of a kind, that's all I'm saying. We could start doing some crazy stuff. Don't immolate this. Don't immolate this. I hate cards! We're not playing for, well, we might deck fix and make everything like kings and queens, to be honest. Yeah, let's keep it for now, and just kind of hope that we can survive. And I just hope we can survive. You know what? I'm kind of feeling like we need to immolate this. Let's just immolate this. I'm not really too concerned with it. And these guys, I hate cards. I'm scared of you. Cool. Well, that's probably not gonna do very good for us in the score department. If I'm if I'm dropping a truth nuke on us right now. It's probably not gonna do great for us in the score department, considering we have nothing, but you know, at least we got rid of a lot of cards. You know, you can always come this way. That's why I hate you, half Joker. Alright, new rule. Alongside in never picking up the green Joker, we never pick up the half Joker either. Okay, that's an interesting thing to get here. Interesting skips. At least we know what we don't want. That makes this a little bit easier on me. That makes that a little bit easier. That was a pretty weak flesh, not gonna lie. Give me some clubs and we can, you know, this is how, this is how Luna can still win. Okay. Pretty much anything's gonna get us there, but I believe we can get that hard. There we go. I don't think we even needed it. I can't count. I don't know how to count. I really don't. It's a lot of money. Okay. Okay. Oh, should have checked the buffoon pack first. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Onyx Agate probably would have been better than that, but you know. That's not bad. I almost want a hieroglyph just to really get a chance to get it going. I feel like we always, especially with nest egg now, I mean, I think we always hieroglyph that, let's be honest. I think you always hieroglyph that. 14 bucks is 14 bucks. Let's get our econ going early. Get another rare Joker next. Why not? Spades. I don't know why I went to clubs. I really did do wish I got the Onyx Agate first, but you know what? I'm a pretty big fan of spades. Maybe we pick up the arrowhead. Okay, we can. It's just not for me. Let's create a joke. Oh, we were meant to get the Onyx Agate. Oh, we were meant to get it. Red card's probably not gonna be my deliverance here. What was the math on that? Like, what the fuck just happened? Seriously? Clearly one hand type this turn gonna like make sure I cannot play a goddamn flush? That's okay. We need something a little crazier to blueprint is all I'm saying. Okay. See, that's pretty tasty. I'll take that. I'll take that. Now, if we can get the order, that would make me pretty happy. Does this work? No. That would make me pretty happy to get the order here. It's kind of popping off. Get some spades going. Let's get some, let's do these 6s. In this 7. Get these into spades, yeah. There we go. There we go, and just for you. Just for you. 1 voucher. We got some money to spare. We can do it. We got nest egg if we need to. That's $7 right now. Okay, never mind. Hold on. That's a very interesting. Well, just, you know, some of them are. One of them is just. No, it's probably not. Throw that out. It's gonna be. It's gonna be nothing. We haven't. Oh my god, we have no flat mold. We need to play around. Okay, throw this full house out, just because why not? Oh, it's actually super okay. It's actually super fine. It's anti-2. It's anti-2 with the 2 polychromes. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna start liquidating things. That was pretty good to get. We'll take this, we'll take this, we'll take this. Probably not gonna get negative, because that's probably gonna land on egg, if we're gonna be honest. But if it lands on juggler, then that doesn't do anything but give us a joker slot. If you really think about it, could land on the order and that's okay. What if we sell the egg, get to $10, have it land on this? Now we just have a joker slot. That didn't do anything for us. I didn't do anything. But the abstract joker. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Can this? Oh. Oh. And very interesting. Very interesting indeed. What do I do here? Let's give you guys some estrogen, just for the sake of it. Probably shouldn't have done that, because that kind of kills our straights, because we have no jacks now. Whoops, because we're not going for the order this game. Oh, we'll be fine. Let's get rid of these. And that makes me happy to throw out. Let's just send her. We need something crazy for the blueprint to really be copying right now is the problem. We've got the blueprint, we just need a good joker. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We just need a good joker. That's kind of the situation that we're in. The situation that we are in. Yeah, let's steal you. Let's buy you not use you quite yet. Give me. Okay, it's $1, chat. It's $1. I think we're probably gonna be okay. In all honesty, full house by 3 levels. Now that could have some merit to it. Speaking of, get that pair going a little bit higher. It's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. Like, let's just see what happens. Alright. Alright, what's our pair looking like? 70? Well, this is 115. Okay. Okay. So, nah, the swashbuckler with the egg. Oh, if we just negatived the egg and had swashbuckler, I think that was definitely the proper thing to do this game. But you know what? Hindsight's 20/20. You can never know. You can never know the future. Okay. I don't need hallucination. Give me something crazy. I'm just like, you're insulting, man. I really just... Give me something. Nope. I do want the strength. If it contains a, 8. 8 mult is 8 mult. That might be better than this. Alright, hold on. get the pair going. It is if you're doing pairs. You know, you're onto something. You're really onto something here. Cause that's 16 mult if you really think about it. That's actually 16 mult. Yep. We don't need the order. The order is not doing anything for us right now. Let's turn you and let's see. Let's just do that. Why not? Let's just have some fun. Yeah, 50 chips is helpful, which is why it's allowed it to stay for now. But you know, let's just play the risk here. Give me something crazy. 10 mold if it's a flush. Oh boy. Keep you for a second. Alright. The obelisk. Now that's what I'm talking about right there. You might think I'm happy about it, but that's just my acting. That's my supreme acting. What can we do with the obelisk? Not pair and not flush. Okay. Cool. Let's get that pair leveled up. Yep. Alright. Now let's send you over here. Compatible. Okay. High card. Let's just get it rolling. There you go. There we go. Okay. No pair. Can't do that. Two pair. Keep playing pair. Use burnt to upgrade a high card. Pivot to high card after 2 antes. You're onto something. We'll win with our pairs alone. It doesn't matter. I don't know if we'll win with our pairs alone. We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to win with our pairs alone. I need you to lock the fuck in right now. Okay, we're good. That's not what I need. That's not what I need. Not what I needed at all. Fuck! Might be worth taking the voucher. You know what? You're kind of on something. Kind of on something. We need the burnt joker to give us the juice here. Level up the high card. And we keep playing pair. Because fuck the obelisk. We don't need it right now. It's not important. Alright, that was actually pretty good. That was actually pretty good. We're looking to get rid of the obelisk. That's all I'm saying. Everything's so cheap. I'm going to immolate this. It's gonna be really hard convincing me not to immolate, and we kept the 2 face cards. That was a supreme immolate. That was a really good immolate, and I'm very glad that we did that. That's $35. However, do I want $35 or do I want to keep doing the burnt joker pair thing? I'm gonna be honest. There's a reason we went back. And so some of you are gonna disagree with me. But there's a reason we went back, and it's to increment our high card, okay? Wasn't just to have fun. At least this is holographic, so we're getting 10 mold from it. That is nice. That is a nice feature. You guys can be lucky and then give me the Emperor. Okay. Hey, we got more. We got more than 35. We got our money's worth from that shop, okay? We actually came out $5 richer than we would have. Do we get rid of... Let's be honest. This could do a lot more for us, and it's still foil. You never know when you're gonna get a temperance that's gonna be $800 billion, right? Or a swashbuckler, probably negative swashbuckler in the celestial pack, right? Not cooking for any of that right now. Keep the 6. Get the high card. Up to 7. It's looking juicy. Diabolo. Let's play this pair. Oh, Obelisk, you're gonna start popping off the moment we get high cards going, but for now, you're gonna have to bear with me because we're not doing anything of this sort. Our pair is way better than a random 3 of a kind, not gonna lie. We really need to do something about Wrathful Joker. That's not giving us what we need here. That's just not a lot. Yeah, I'll take that. Hey, the Abstract Joker. I'm feeling it more than the 0.5 mold. Or the 1.5 mold. Is that crazy? Maybe, but we have no flat mold. I'm gonna be honest, that's what we negatived for. And I mean, that's a lot of mold. And that's a lot of mold. And this gets us mold. It would be, I mean, it's unfortunate that it's like at the very end, but at least, you know, we'll just keep it. Well, the order does matter. Honestly, alright. And we're looking a little good. We can open both Celestial packs for like $4 a pair. Why not? Get that to 10. Why not? We're playing it for now. Pluto, high card, yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's get you here, just in case I forget. 1 reroll, I'll take you. Go next. Play only 1 hand. Okay, that's a little scary. Not gonna lie, that does actually scare me a little bit. It's gonna need to be a pretty good hand. And I'm really hoping... Okay, hold on. Lucky cards. Could also be... Okay. I was hoping to get the Steel King in there, but that's okay. This is probably gonna work out. With our newfound flat... Okay. Okay, we're actually really good on that. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I was scared. Overstock Plus, I will always take you. What a beautiful sight to behold. That's really good. That's a little bit better than Abstract Joker, just on virtue of how I play this game. That's a lot of mold. That's already more mold. Sure, we could get more negatives, but we can certainly thin the deck even more. Think about it. Well, we're not gonna want to do that anymore, so let's get another Deja Vu here. I love the Ghost deck. The Ghost deck is really speaking to me in a way that I just appreciate. Probably not gonna plan it next too much. Next round. Keep playing because we're leveling up the Burnt Joker. Our high card's looking pretty good. High card is definitely looking pretty good here. Steal these, get Baron Mayim, have the blueprint going off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. However, we don't have that, so let's just throw the pair out, yep. Did not win in one, the game is over, we're dead. We're going to die. We are going to die. We're okay. We lived, we survived. But just barely. We just barely lived. It's not true, but I'm scared still. I'm pretty scared. Probably not gonna do that, probably not gonna do that, probably not gonna do that, probably not gonna do that. Buffoon Pack's gonna have the mime. Oh, now we're talking, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. We can do some crazy stuff here. We can do some crazy stuff. Egg, it's time for you to go. I don't need you anymore. I don't fucking need you anymore. We don't need the egg anymore. We don't need the egg. Holy shit. DNA conflicts with the other guy? Okay, but think about it. Think about the Red Seal Steel Kings. Just if we happen to be able to use it until we find a better Joker, right? Just in case. I really want to voucher, but I also really want to do this. Just in case. Erosion Seal Emerald, don't worry. New Immolate will be coming soon. It's so worth it to do this. Cause like minus, oh, it's +4. That's actually a lot to do there. However, this isn't gonna be our only molt. That already almost won us the hand. That's a lot of molt. That's gonna be coming in pretty clutch. And we will eventually find the way to get something that doesn't suck ass here. Don't worry. I'll take that. Don't worry. Cryptid. I'm gonna have to cryptid. And I know. Uh-oh. Our molt, where'd it go? Hanged Man. We're rebuilding just a little bit. We circumvented what we just did, and we're gonna rebuild that. I could be convinced, but one more reroll. You gotta do it. I'm not gonna take abstract, because we're gonna thin the deck more. Trust. It's not that different. It's not that much. Actually, we're probably gonna want to get rid of erosion soon, because I don't think abstract might have been the play. You might have been right. All face cards are drawn face down. That's crazy. I'm just gonna assume. I don't want to play a high card for that person. Can I do this and not proc it? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna hope that there's some. Actually, we can do this. Hold on. Okay, this will not proc DNA. It's not a high card. It's if it's one card. Just blind shoot for a pair. Alright. We know that's a steel card. We can get rid of you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Sorry, I reset you. Alright, we're good. 15. We can probably start doing some obelisk shenanigans now. I'll take it. I'll take that for $5. Probably start going for it. Ballot could be kind of goated here with a blueprint. Do we have a death card here? No. Okay. Oh, what can you do? I think ballot does much. Think about the lucky cards. See, now you're thinking. Now you're thinking, oh, you know what? Maybe. But what to get rid of? I really don't know. I really cannot tell you. I really want another immolate. That's what I want. Okay, hologram with DNA. Hologram with DNA? Hold on. Hold the phone. Hologram with blueprint DNA. We have no flat mold. But it's gonna be okay, because our burnt Joker is kind of helping us. Now the question is, do we still immolate? Let's see. I'm honestly pretty happy immolating this. What's here that's important? A lucky and an ace? That's fine. Send you here. That's exactly what we want. Let's get this going. All right. Relax, I'll handle it. We've got some flat mold. We're not gonna need you. I'm gonna be on, oh, you actually are 10 flat mold. That's 21 flat mold. This is probably all we're gonna need now. Hologram, blueprint DNA, and play high cards. I'm gonna be honest. Obelisk. I just don't feel like I need you anymore. Yeah, we could play around them. Obelisk better for this. Yeah, but I'm thinking endless, because eventually we're gonna play more than 15 high cards. It's the fortune teller. How are we gonna get rid of the fortune teller, man? It's only plus 21 this late into the game, but like... Okay, you're right, fine. We could go to the moon. No more pairs. We could definitely go to the moon. Alright, fine. You know what? Mathematically speaking, we've got... We're not actually... Ooh. 1, 2... We're not gonna get that deep into endless before hitting the pair. But let's just see what happens with it, you know? Let's just see what happens. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty tasty. That's pretty tasty. That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of red seal kings. We just need a mime. We just need a mime and a baron. I think it's time to hex this. I think we're gonna buy and use the hex. Aura, I'll take an aura. Can you aura a steel card? Probably. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Lucky Cat, my beloved. I'm sorry, we're just not cooking with you today. This is a crazy pickup. Trait would be nice here, but... Let's keep the aura going. Oh, you had me worried for a second. I didn't know what you were made of. Polychrome? Let's get the high card up a bit. Let's get the high card up a bit. Alright. That is, let's see what this does now. Not bad. Not bad indeed. Blank, sure. Spectral pack. Let me talk to it. We're gonna immolate. It's only one king. We're gonna immolate. We've got a deck fix. We're gonna get so many. We've got it. And we kept it! And we kept it. One more? there's, what can we even build for here? Do +3 hand size, that's gonna get us to something crazy if it's all fucking... However, let's play around our actual build here and not just do that for no reason. Give me one that has polychrome, come on. I know you're gonna do it for me. There we go. And honestly, let's just do this for the, I don't want to be holding on to you for the rest of my life, not gonna lie. This is gonna be pretty big. Wow! 15 million. We might be winning the ante. I really just want a mime. Or a baron. I'll take you. I'm not gonna use you yet, but I'll take you. Come on, one more. Alright, fine. Come on. Come on. Let's throw these out. Yep, level 27 high card's pretty nice to see, not gonna lie. That is a pretty nice gift. Come on. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a big one. The math is mathin'. It's getting so multiplicative right now. Incantation? Maybe, man, maybe. Vagabond? Hold on. It's time to change the run. Okay. That's fine. Lose $1 per card played. My buddy! Yeah, we're not copying hologram yet. The score ceiling is actually pretty big. We've got some serious score potential here. Darn. However, we're gonna need a copy hologram on the on the last hand where we get the obelisk, I think, or whichever is higher at the time. 2.5. Okay. Call me crazy, we might get rid of obelisk, because obelisk is temporary, throwback is technically eternal. And I mean, how many more 0.2s? How much higher is it gonna be than this? Let's be honest. How much higher is obelisk gonna be? That is a good point of debate. And it's temporary, and I just don't think we need it. I think, well, okay. What I'm really looking for is a mime or a baron. And I think we can continue to play with it for now. Rebecca's probably better for now, for like one more hand. Gotta think that +10 molt, which is now we probably don't need the +10 molt. We can probably just do throwback and keep it safe for now. And it gives us the opportunity, like if we get a negative and endless, it's like, okay, well now it's gonna be 2.75, why not? But what I'm really looking for is is something else. One more, okay. Really wants me to pick up madness. Really, it does want me to pick up Madness. Alright. Get that high card going. Let's get that high card cooking. Unearth Madness this run. Yeah, it's pretty damn insistent. Time for more roasting of dual rollers. Hold on. Main event, main course. We're still in the apps. We're still in the appetizer. Don't you worry. Alright. Hologram is looking so happy to be molting right now. So delectable. The delectable molt. We're gonna take the cryptid. Call me crazy? I'm kind of feeling like the cryptid's a wise thing to pick up here, considering what we're like building for. Let's just use it here. Wow. Cool. And honest to goodness. Oh, sorry. Let's get rid of these guys. And then I'm gonna hangman before I even choose what I want next. One more. I'll take it. That could be good flat mold. We don't need it though. Alright. You and you. The Hanged Man. You go over here. Gonna be a pair. That's not a steel card, but what can you do, you know? Get you cooking. I'm well beyond flat mold. You know, that's... you might be onto something. Let's get the Hanged Man. Bye-bye. Don't need you guys. You're nothing to me. You're nothing. All I need is Steel Kings. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see what this does for our hands here. Oh, 780 million. Oh. Wire. Welcome back, Obelisk. Died 2024. 2025. Okay. It's only played. That's actually not that big. It's not, well... Yeah, it's not that big. We don't really need Burnt Joker anymore, if I'm being honest. One retrigger? It is polychrome, so it kind of gets us there. I just really wish this was yeah, because steel cards are just if they're not played. Yeah, this isn't gonna do a ton for us. This really is not gonna do a lot. We're probably not gonna suck and busk in that. I'm gonna be honest. We probably are gonna get a lot of value from that. Give me the Hanged Man here. You know, I'm thinking it's time. I'm starting to think it's time. I'm starting to think it's time for the mime, baby. Oh, I missed you. Oh, I was looking for you. And maybe ballad instead of throwback? Wait. Because it'll be polychrome. 1.5, 1.5, that's 3. Polychrome, this is 2.5? I'm just saying we could always make this better, but we're probably not going to make it better. However, well, it's an interesting idea. 2.5 is happening at the end. You're right. You're right. That is happening at the end as opposed to the start, which will give it a much bigger thing. But where's the Baron? I can sense the Baron. Okay, we're actually. One random Joker disabled. No! No! And that's okay. We'll at least get one extra polychrome here. Alright, let's see what it does. That's a good 6 billion points. We can make it better. We can make it better. I'm telling you, we can make it better. This is nothing. This is a light work. Where's the Baron? Let's save our money. We don't need you. We don't need you. I don't need you. Fuck. Opium. We might actually be getting 230,000. That was 10 million points. Okay. Okay. Or 10 billion. Okay. We might get a ramen here. You never know when you need a ramen. We could get a ramen. Let's go work on it back. Let's just get one. Hanged man? That's, oh, you're exactly what I was looking to talk to, actually. You're exactly what I was looking to talk to. We still got some cards we don't need. We still gotta, you know, let's get one more. Just in case he's there again. No, he's not there again. However, I don't have stone. The heart turns into stone. I'd rather get the two than and then 25 bucks. These guys are a little more valuable than 25 bucks to me. $36 billion, okay. Now, what's actually gonna be better at the end of the okay, hold on, throwback. Forget about it. Forget about it, throwback. Forget about it. Forget about it. What's gonna be better? Copying Mime or copying whatever gives us the highest mold? Probably copying Mime, right? That makes the most sense to me. I think we're gonna rare Joker this. Probably not. Don't have room for it. Is Baron rare? This is uncommon. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Base chips and mold are halved? Oh no. Whatever are we gonna do? Especially if you get Baron, yeah. Alright, what's this gonna do? This is base chips and mold are halved. That's probably not gonna do a ton. Like, that's probably not gonna hurt us too bad, yeah. 28 billion? I mean, we've definitely been in other places. Planet cards. Always draw 3. Oh my god, it's the serpent. Oh my goodness, we can go to the moon on that. We can go to the moon. I was really hoping to get the one guy there, but let's use this. The one non-steel red seal. Well, you never know, we'll find them. One more. No Baron. No Baron. That's okay. We don't need him yet. We don't need him yet. It's so polychromed up, bro. We're so polychromed. It's so exponential. Aye! Ah! We got E! What the fuck? E! Get it twisted. We will hit E! Thank you, the ghost deck. Couldn't have done it without you. We just need the Baron. We just need the Baron. Where is he? That's not even our score ceiling. We're still copying DNA. in the buffoon pack. +4 mold! Alright, hold on. One is fine. I'll be okay with one. Mime this one. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, what are we gonna get? 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 Dude, he was in our mold. That's a little crazy. That's a little bit crazy. That was a little. That was a lot. That was a lot. That was actually a pretty big. Yeah, E in the mold was a little crazy. I was not ready for E in the mold there. We're on some straight like baby sensory stuff. Like if there's an E, where's an E's? It's such a deck. Like we're just an E. We got shoot the moon. I'm not looking for shoot the moon. I'm looking for give me a cryptid. I'm looking for the bear. Oh, dude, the soul card though. It might be time to get rid of DNA. This could be Triboulet. We don't need it to be Triboulet. I'm gonna be completely honest. Soul card, what the fuck are you gonna do for me right now? What the actual fuck are you gonna do for me? Chicot? Maybe if, face cards are debuffed, that could be pretty scary. And Triboulet, that's like 1. Perkyo? What is Perkyo gonna do? York? What is York gonna do? The Triboulet, 2x for played kings. It's a 1. We'd have to get rid of DNA. Are we really ready to get rid of DNA? I guess. I guess I'm willing to risk it. I wish we had antimatter. It's just like 2 DNA? Like, we'll just never have any more DNA. Think about how many more we... Think about just the hologram and the sealed Joker. I feel like we just don't fuck with Soul. The only thing I'd sell DNA for is Baron. That just makes sense to me. You can have that. We're just so exponential right now. Oh, the brainstorm! What the fuck do we sell for brainstorm? I think we can sell the DNA for brainstorm, drop Mime right here. It's starting to make sense. I just want to see what's gonna happen. DNA or steel. Just 8 times 8's a lot. Times 8.4. Times 9, that's a lot. Now we need the Baron to sell this guy. Nope. Hey, not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Alright, let's see what happens here. It appears that a second E has hit the tower. Baron and Buffoon Pack. Okay. Let me save that for a second, actually. -1 hand size. Oh no. That actually kind of does hurt. Hand size. That could be nice to start getting. Not gonna lie. To get more of these in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good E. Yeah. We could get... Wait, why have we not gotten an antimatter? Oh my goodness. We could still have DNA if we just got an antimatter at some point. Baron in the Buffoon Pack. Fuck. All face cards are debuffed. It's been nice knowing you guys. It's been real nice knowing you guys. Oh, was the voucher in the shop? It was not VHS. I've had it in the back of my mind. I've been thinking, where's the VHS? It's not VHS. I don't know what it is. It's telescope. Just give me the Baron so I can at least... Give me the Baron so I can at least be happy, you know? Probably should have used that earlier. Damn. Afraid of rare Joker? You never know. You never know. Stop. Just stop. Go. Next. Go. Well. And we'll need $1 billion. Really wanted that luchador to come through. I really did want that luchador to come through. Just one more E for the road. Yep. Spectral packs save me. Could find a luchador right here. No. Could find a luchador right here. No. Wheel of Fortune for the road. No. Okay. Well. That was $1 million. Oh no. Wait, blueprint. Do this. Do that. What's this gonna do? That was 100 million. Our high card's literally the best thing we can do. I mean, we hit E. We hit E. E's always a good thing. New high score. E to the 16. You can't really complain about it. That's not even that bad. I'm not even. You know, I can't be unhappy that we. Oh, we only hit E for the first time ever. E16? Come on. How many people have hit E16? Yeah, let's be honest. That was pretty good. I think we can probably call it on balatro for that. That was actually that was a pretty good hand to balatro, you know. That That was pretty tasteful. That was a tasteful hand of balatro. Put our tunes on. That was a pretty tasteful hand of balatro. Now, this is gonna be a bit of a short stream because I only had 2 things planned. It's time for the illustrious Dual Rulers conversation. You guys are not fucking ready for this. This was an unbelievable situation. Okay, so if you saw my last video, I think I ended somewhere at episode 5, right? So let's just recap. Now I would have rewatched this to kind of like refresh my memory, but like I don't know if I want to do all that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it's worth doing all that. I could. Wait, let me skip through the episodes like muted, like ignore it. You know, ignore the audio just in case when it starts. Let me just skip through this muted. So like, okay. Dual Rulers felt like it was gonna be No, okay, hold on. Yeah. Dual Rulers is something that felt like this is probably going to be 24 episodes, but let's be honest, they're probably only going to get 12, which should still be fine. They only got 8. This was an 8-episode anime, and you can tell it was paced for having 12. This was definitely written as a 12-episode anime. And it's crazy to me that it wasn't. But yeah, the animation is fine. It looks good. It's many still images. Anyway, like episode 1, like exposition dump. Here's what every character does. Here's like every time a character shows up on screen, like it pauses and gives a narration on what that character does and who they are. And then the first like 2-3 minutes of the episode is like explaining the lore and like how Kai and Dizzy met, and it's like, sure, whatever. Very boring fuck episode. Very boring. It's like Kai and Dizzy's wedding. Unica shows up and there's this big bad evil guy named Nerville Hammer. He's this evil dude with like a twirly cartoon mustache. And he's like, I am the evil guy. Hello. And he shows up to Kai and Dizzy's wedding, and he walks up to Kai and says, "Did you know your wife's a fucking piece of shit, evil, terrible person?" And he goes, "Oh, okay, man. Can you maybe like fuck off? Like, Jesus Christ, this is my fucking wedding day. Who the fuck are? I should kick your fucking ass. Who the fuck are you? This is no time for fucking politics. Get the fuck out of here." And then everyone's like, yeah, dude, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck? Like, time and a place to get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? And then he poisons Dizzy with spoilers, he has this little, like, fucking virus that makes Gears freak the fuck out, and he poisons Dizzy with it. So he injects Dizzy with some shit. He laces her shit. So she's 100% infected with a super evil bad virus. We'll get to that later. Unica shows up and she's like, I'm gonna do a terrorism. And she summons a bunch of guys and does a bunch of things she probably won't do in game, I don't know. Kai fights her a bit, and then Kai's like, well, fuck, I don't know what the fuck to do. Oh, shit. And then uses the Thunder Seal to put him and Dizzy in a barrier forever. And everyone's like, holy fuck, this is the plot now. We need to find a way to free Kai and Dizzy. Because, like, this is bad. Like, this sucks. We're gonna need Kai and Dizzy's help for the show. So let's find a way to clear the barrier. Episode 2, Unica's like, the president's like, we've made a fucking super magical nuke weapon that can blow up the whole fucking world for no reason. But we're not gonna use it because we're not in the Crusades anymore. And then Unica's like, I'm gonna steal that. So she goes to like the White House or some shit. Not the White House, wherever. She's in America now. she like takes the access thing from the president, but she doesn't actually take it. She gives it back, but she like copies it, and it's like, okay, whatever. And then Sin fights her again. Bridget's there, and she's like, wow, that terrorist sure is cute, or whatever. Baiken shows up and like swings a sword, and like nothing happens, and then they fight a little bit again, and then Unica's like, all right, I'm gonna leave now, bye. That's episode 2. We're already a fifth of the way done, and like 2 things have happened. Episode 3! Sol and Sin are like fucking around. Jacko gets into a gunfight for some reason, while Elfelt is analyzing complex bioweapons in her laboratory, because Elfelt's a genius scientist and Jacko's a warrior who can fight people for whatever reason. Let's like the characterization is kind of dog shit. It makes no sense. I'll talk about that more. Let's just get through the first 5 episodes, like plot synopsis real quick, you know, ending explained. Sol and Sin just kind of fuck around and like talk to people and don't do anything, and then they like edge the storyline of like of last episode, where it's like Unica has the key to use the big magic weapon. She's like, I'm really gonna shoot Illyria with it, guys. I'm really gonna do it. And like she's definitely gonna do it. And then they fight a bit. Sol bad guy ends up shooting Unica with a Mosin Nagant because she has like a magic barrier, but that was like a real bullet from a gun, and Sin's like, oh fuck, that sucks, and accidentally uses a command gear power to whatever, to not like fall to death. Episode 4, the only thing that like really happens is like Unica's like, well, okay, I got shot, but I'm still gonna blow up Illyria, sees Bridget naked and goes, you know what, maybe it is worth it to live. And she's like completely over it. She's like, all right, hold on, my entire worldview has thoroughly been shaken. I don't know what I'm thinking anymore. Like, I did not know there was anything worth living for. What I'm seeing in front of me right now, this is really changing my worldview, and I don't know what to do about it. That's a little odd. That's a little freaky to me. Anyway, Elfeld continues to do science and starts doing detective work to figure out the enemy's plan. Doxes Nerval Hammer, finds out his address, continues to do complex like math algorithms and stuff while Jacko is on the ground doing like fighter stuff. Again, I must say, it's very odd, the characterization there, considering Elfelt's like main thing is like being a fucking like moron girl failure with a gun, and Jacko's thing is being like a brilliant scientist who's a little bit silly. I don't know what's going on with that, but like whatever. Anyway, Unica's like, well, maybe I'm still really gonna do it this time, but I just don't know. Anyway, Elfeld eventually finishes out her investigation that no other character could do. And they dox Nerval Hammer. Episode 5 was the last episode that I watched when I made that original rant. Which is really cool. The first 6 minutes of the episode is Narvel being like, is the big bad evil man being like, this is my backstory, this is my life, this is my motivation, and this is why I got into politics. It's more like the first like 8 minutes actually. It's actually the first like 8.5 minutes. Anyway, yeah, the first 8.5 minutes, the first like third of this episode is just his backstory. And it's just like really fucking weird. And then the next 2 minutes is him like talking to Unica, and Unica's like, I don't really want to blow up Illyria anymore. I think my like worldview got changed by something. And he was like, yep. And she was like, huh? He's like, yep, we were never gonna do that. Oh, why did you have me? What? Why'd you have me do any of that? I don't know, but look, I just finished making my virus. What? I finished it. I just finished it. It's finally ready. Oh, okay. And then she leaves. She leaves the building. And then he says to himself, now that my virus is complete, I can use this to infect the gears and like take control of them or something. which is weird because the virus has been complete since episode 1. That's the first thing he does is give Dizzy the virus that he just completed in episode 5. I don't know what that's about, but whatever. Anyway, because Elfelt is a fucking gamer and is like a CS player, she doxes Nerval. They all show up at his house and they're like, all right, we're gonna beat the fuck out of you. And Nerval goes like, oh man, don't beat the fuck out of me. And then Unica fights for a bit, and then Nerval's like, I'm gonna shoot Sin with a gun now. And then fucking he aims at Sin while Sin's fighting Unica, and they're like in a blade lock or whatever, and he's like, it's over, I won. And then Soul Bad Guy like breaks his arm. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? And Nerval misses and he hits a tree. And then Nerval's like, oh no, I've been defeated, or have I? And then Soul goes, what the fuck are you talking about? You just missed the virus. And then Sin is infected with the virus. And then Nerval's like, the thing that I shot and missed, that was only the accelerator. And then Soul Bad Guy goes like, what? Dude, you were talking to yourself in your room about how you just finished the virus. Apparently you infected Sin with the virus in like episode 1 or 2, I forget. And that was just the accelerator for the virus? It's not like it even mattered. Like, by the time, like, the accelerator would have even hit his bloodstream, it seems like he was gonna be infected anyway. What the fuck was that gonna do? That could have been nothing. You didn't even need to be here. You could have been across the fucking world. Why the fuck are you here? You knew there was no reason, if he was, why are you here? Why are you here? Dude, what the fuck are you doing here? What the fuck are you, if you knew he was already infected, there's no reason for you to fucking be here on the front lines. What the fuck are you doing? And he goes like, I'm very smart and you just don't get it. And then Sin's like, oh, well, I'm freaking out. And then, since he's a command gear, can control all the gears, and the virus makes Sin die a little bit, and also be like, every gear, kill yourself! Kill yourself! And then Soul Bad Guy's like, fuck, I'm gonna have to kill Sin, this is so fucked up. And then Unica is being affected by the commands, even though it's revealed 30 seconds later that she's a command gear and shouldn't be affected by other command gears commands. I don't know. Which happens, so Unica's gonna kill herself until she stops caring. And just says, no, wait, I'm a command gear too, because by the way, I'm from the future. And Soul Bad Guy's like, yes, and by the way, that's your sister from the future. And everyone goes, fucking whatever, okay. Jesus Christ. I don't know what the fuck that means. Alright. And then Unica's like, I want everyone to live. So all of the gears were told to kill themselves, and now they're told to live. So naturally, that means they all just start freaking out and thrashing around and killing everything that's near them. However, I don't think they actually really kill anyone. They just keep about to kill the same person over and over. And I don't think they actually hurt anyone. And then it's like, oh no, my plan failed because no, my plan was to eradicate all of the gears, and that's bad because now they're gonna kill all of the people and then die. No, they're gonna kill all of the humans and then they're all gonna die from the virus, so the world will be barren, and no, my plan failed. And then on fucking cue, Soul Bad Guy's like, how the fuck do we stop the virus? And he goes, I don't know, but me from the future does. And on cue, him from the future shows up, which begs a lot of questions of why the fuck are you time traveling to timelines where your plane already failed? You already tried again from scratch. Just try it again. You have time travel. You have infinite fucking attempts on this to make it work. But I guess just show up in the timeline where it failed for a second time, and you're like, whatever, I'm just gonna have to do this. And then the future Nerval says, all right, well, I'm gonna eat myself, and he eats himself from the past, and everyone goes, that was fucking weird. And then he's like, yeah, see, my plan failed because I have to be here now because my plan failed because the gears are going to kill all of the humans and then die and then the world will be barren. My real plan is to kill all of the humans and then kill all of the gears so I can become the world itself. And everyone goes, what? What are you talking about, man? What do you mean? What? What are you talking? What? And then he's just like, yep, that's the plan. Okay. So, and then all new. You guys only watch that video. This is all new content for you. Episode 6 starts with like Axel, like a 3-minute, 4-minute long like exposition on like what Axel Low does, and then it cuts to like Sin like freaking out. Unica's not freaking out anymore. She's fine. She's like healed for whatever reason. Like even though she had the virus, she's just fine now. She's better. Or like she was, I don't even know. She was just freaking out, but now she's fine. Like she's okay. And then Sin's like, rah, I'm fucking evil. I'm gonna fucking kill everyone. Like he got worse. Sin's like, I'm gonna fucking kill everyone. Oh no. And then it cuts to another flashback of Soul Bad Guy being like, or Kai being like, Kai and Dizzy being like, Soul Bad Guy, I need you to take care of our child for whatever reason. And then Soul Bad Guy's like, yeah, okay, I can do that. Anyway, here's 2 guns. Dizzy goes, what the fuck is this? And Kai goes, yeah, so what the fuck is this? And Soul's like, these are guns that I put a bullet in, and if you shoot any gear with this bullet, they'll fucking die for real. It'll literally fucking like split all of the like atoms in the gear cells and make them die for real and never come back. If you shoot me with this, like peak strength Soul Bad Guy, if you shoot me with this, I will die instantly. And this will also kill you instantly, Dizzy. Anyway, I want you both to have one just in case I freak the fuck out and like do some evil shit. And Dizzy's like, hold on. Wait, you should probably keep one in case I go crazy. Soul Bad Guy. And Soul Bad Guy goes like, yeah, okay, sure. So there's like one gun that'll like kill Soul Bad Guy and one gun that'll kill Dizzy. This would have been useful against Justice. Well, I mean, it's like during when Kai and Dizzy are like, this is like when Sin is born. Yeah, I do wish that he would have made it. I think that would have, I didn't realize he could just make that. Like he probably should have just made that during the Crusades instead of swinging around concrete. Anyway, he had now. It cuts back to the future. He has this gun and he's pointing it at Sin, and every single character is like, Soul Bad Guy, do not fucking kill Sin. What the fuck is wrong with you? Holy shit. And he's like freaking the fuck out. Like he's wired out, dude. And he fucking shoots Sin with a bullet from the gun. And Sin starts disintegrating, falls to the ground, and like catches on fire and starts dying for real. Soul Bad Guy actually shoots Sin with the gun. And that stops all of the commands. Like so now all the gears are like, alright, I'm chill again. I'm gonna go fucking back to sleep. And everyone's like, holy fuck, Soul Bad Guy, did you actually just shoot Sin with a bullet from a gun that will kill him for real and make him die no matter what? And he goes like, yeah, I feel kind of bad about it. Anyway, during this pivotal point is when Nerval, or we get another flashback explaining why Nerval can time travel, and it ties in with the first flashback of Axel Low. So apparently Axel Low just went to the future for no fucking reason and was like, oh, that's fucking crazy. And then like got like, and then like fell asleep, and Nerval like, and Unica fucking kidnapped him, and they were like, hey, so like, I don't know, can you, like, what's up, dude? And then Axel's like, this is fucking crazy. He's like, yeah, I made them go crazy and start killing everyone. Axel's like, why the fuck would you do that? What the fuck is that gonna accomplish? And he was like, yeah, See, this is the first plan that I had that isn't going well because the gears are going crazy and then are gonna kill everyone and then I'll die, so the world will be barren. As opposed to my plan, which is to kill all the gears and then all of the people, so the world will be barren. And Axel goes, what? Why am I not hanging out with my girlfriend right now? Yeah. And he goes, I don't know. I really don't know. By the way, I laced your shit, homie. And Axel goes, what? And then he passes out. So apparently, because Axel Lowe is like, got drugged and like passed out, Nerval and Unica were like, okay, let's make a time machine. I don't know. I don't know how Axel can time travel other people, or how anything can be made with Axel as like the catalyst to be a time machine. They don't explain it at all, but that's what they do. That's what they do. That's what happens. So yeah, they have that whole conversation, and the big bad evil guy with the evil cartoon mustache is like, yep, that's how I time traveled. And everyone kind of goes, I don't really care right now. And then he fucking like picks up Unica and like slams her into the ground and throws her into a tree in the current timeline, and is like, by the way, Unica, you're Dizzy's daughter. And Unica's like on the ground, like, oh, I got kicked in the stomach and it hurts a lot. And then the evil guy's like, all right, I'm gonna kill you now for real. And then everyone's like, okay, maybe don't like do that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like don't do that. And he's like, no, I'm really gonna kill Unica. And he's about to kill Unica, and then like Sin just shows up, and he's like, no, I'll save Unica. And then he saves Unica. And then everyone goes like, fucking, hey dude, I saw your body start disintegrating and then you caught on fire. And then Jacko just says like, yep, that the bullet just killed the virus. And everyone just kind of looks around like, what? Soul Bad Guy made this like 6 fucking years ago, when Sin was like a baby, to specifically kill gears and gear hybrids. What do you mean it was the cure for the virus? What are you talking about? And everyone just kind of like shrugs, and Nerval's like, guys, I'm still like in the, I was like in the middle of something. And everyone goes, yeah, hey dude, yeah, what's up? He's like, I just like wanted to like reveal my true form. And everyone goes like, what? What the fuck do you mean your true form? And he's like, yeah, I was really just having this like conversation without me on this. And it's like, okay, man, it's fine. Like, go ahead. We're all paying attention. It's fine. Go ahead. And he's like, all right, it's time to reveal my true form as a Guilty Gear villain. You know how like Ino is like a really cool villain, and she's like the coolest fucking person ever, and like Happy Chaos was pretty cool, and Nakori, Yuki, and Asuka, and there was like a big like key art earlier, and I think the last episode that had all these really cool villains, like Justice and Valentine, how they all had like really cool designs, and fucking like Arios, and like most of them are just like they're all actually really fucking cool. And it's like, yeah, they're all fucking like cool. It's time for my big Guilty Gear villain. Everyone's like, oh cool, because he looks really fucking boring. Let's see what his real like Guilty Gear design is. So he goes like, all right, it's time to be my real form. And then he turns into a 3D CGI featureless purple alien with a funny face. Now, I'm not sure if everyone got that. Imagine an alien, like a just the default like gray alien, right? Or green alien with like really long limbs and very like slim and like big hands and a giant like bulbous head. Imagine that, make him purple, and then give him a funny face. And also a funny voice. And everyone just kind of looks around like, oh, okay. Sure, man, whatever. Okay. I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what to do with that. That's really crazy that that's like actually what you look like, man. Like, whatever. And then they start fighting him, and everyone's like, oh, fuck, he's the strongest guy we've ever fought in the world. Holy shit, he's the strongest dude in the universe. Nobody can hurt him, and he, like, bisects himself vertically and, like, clones himself. So now there's, like, 2 of them, and he's, like, the strongest guy ever. Baiken gets low diff. Just immediately. Just destroyed. Fucking Sin destroyed. Can't even hit him. Cannot even fucking hit him. Jacko's like barely fucking like alive. Like barely staying alive. Fucking Soul Bad Guy goes wild throw into Tyrant Rave. Point blank in the chest. And and the fucking purple alien just like doesn't even take any damage. It just says like, yep, you're not even that strong anymore, Soul Bad Guy, with his funny voice, and then like fucking like just destroys him. And then Johnny just stabs him in the heart with a sword and goes, oh guys, by the way, if you hit them point blank in the chest with literally anything, they die instantly. And then everyone just starts killing him. And it's like, oh shit, you found my only fucking weakness. Getting hit in the vitals. In the vital points of the human body. And Soulpack is like, dude, I fucking tyrant raped you, like, right in the fucking heart. What the fuck didn't that kill you? What the hell? And then he, like, punches one, just a normal punch, like, where he tyrant raved him before, and he dies. and it kills him, by the way. Like, he does, like, gun flame and kills 2 of them. It goes from Tyrant Rave not even scratching him to Gunflame killing 2 of them at the same time. And then he's just like, oh, that sucks, man, whatever. Anyway, if you look up to the sky, I'm actually a giant fucking hive mind, like bunch of tentacles in the sky, and like a billion CGI purple aliens start falling down and raining from the sky. And everyone's like, okay. I don't know. Like that sucks, man. I guess we'll figure that out. I don't know. It's just, there's just a billion of them. Episode 7 is really funny. So there's a giant, like, eldritch cosmic horror in the sky. Oh, by the way, in episode 6, like, Jacko says, there's a lot of, we'll remind me, we'll loop back into it, because this has, like, multiple points of contention to really bring up. Episode 7, you see the big guy, like, he's a big cosmic horror in the sky, it's a bunch of tentacles, like, piercing through the clouds, it looks kind of cool, I guess, and he's got this, like barrier, and Jacko immediately says, that's a multi-dimensional barrier, literally nothing in our conceivable universe can pierce that. Holy shit. And Paradigm's like, yep, that's literally an inconceivably strong barrier using magic, like, from multiple dimensions. I don't even know how we can begin to deal with this. It cuts to Ram and Elfeld. And Ram the whole show has just been guarding the impenetrable barrier that Kai and Dizzy are in, by the way. Just in case you guys forgot, like, yeah, the plot line was like getting Kai and Dizzy out of the barrier. We're not really doing that anymore. The whole show, Ram has just been guarding this barrier that is literally impenetrable. Just in case. And then now that Elfelt's done with her like fucking highbrow detective work and science like analysis, like bioanalysis or whatever, she's also guarding the impenetrable barrier just in case. And then they like look up and they're like, oh, that's a weird fucking barrier. Oh, what can we do? We gotta keep protecting this barrier with Kai and Dizzy in it. And then Elfelt just goes like, yep, that sucks. And then Ram's like, oh wait, I have an idea. And then Ram just like pulls out Colvados, and then Elfelt like put their guns on it, and then they shoot it, and then it pierces the barrier, and they're both like, ow, what the fuck? Ow! Dude! Ow! And then he fucks off and has to go heal. So everyone's like, alright. Let's go to the White House. And Unica's like in an interrogation room, and Bridget's like, Mr. President, she's like not that bad. And then he goes like, who the fuck are you? Oh wait, no, wait, yeah. I hired the best bounty hunter in the world, but since Soul Bad, or no, I hired the second best bounty hunter in the world since Soul Bad Guy was busy, and it's Bridget, I guess. Anyway, yeah, sure, whatever you do is not that bad. I'll see what I can do. How did Bridget get in the White House? She's just there. I don't know. She's just like there. And then Paradigm's like, holy fuck, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do once he's done healing. He's gonna come back and there's literally nothing that we can do to pierce the barrier. I have an idea. We'll just need to pierce the barrier using the magic weapon to hurt him. So they okay. So they need to pierce the barrier so they can get to the White House. So they can pierce the barrier. However, they need time to pierce the barrier. So to get time to pierce the barrier, they pierce the barrier and hurt Nerval again. So they can charge the laser to pierce the barrier. Because nothing it's a really big deal. It's really hard to pierce the barrier. So it is, albeit a cool scene, where like all of humanity comes together to like give like magic like AA batteries and like help charge the big laser again. And then like Sin's like, Unica, you should like help us fight your dad, who's not really your dad because he's like an evil alien, and also your dad is Kai, but you don't know that, or you didn't for a while. And Unica goes like, fuck off, Sin, I don't want to fucking hear from you, fuck you! I want everyone to die still, fuck off! And Sin goes, alright, okay. And goes back to Soul and is like, yeah, I don't think she's gonna help us, that's crazy. She's just like really unhappy. And like everyone's there like helping charge the thing, and then like one of the CGI purple aliens show up and like, they're like, I don't want you to charge this anymore, and backhands Bridget. And then like Unica goes like, holy fuck, like she could sense it, and then she walks outside and sees like Bridget like being taken away on a stretcher, and she's like, I have to lock the fucking right now, I'm over it, we really need to do it for real this time. And then she flies up into the sky and says, all right, shoot me with the like super magic weapon, and I'll use my weapon, or I'll use my body, I don't know, to amplify the beam. So I'm just assuming she has the outrage. They never explain that, or like why. I don't get it. But like the outrage is something that can amplify an infinite amount of energy, and that's literally what she's doing. And it's like going through her gun. So I assume she just has like the outrage, I guess. Because she's from the future, she could technically have it. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, she goes like, I'm really gonna do it this time, guys. This is serious now. And then so they shoot Unica and she amplifies it with her gun. And then they pierce the barrier and they hurt the big cosmic horror. And it's like really good. And then a bunch of tentacles come out and they grab the Unica, and then they like kidnap her. And everyone goes, oh no, they kidnapped Unica. Oh, okay, so we need to go save Unica now. So all we need to do is figure out a way to pierce the barrier. Keep in mind, they pierced the barrier so they could regroup at the White House to figure out a way to pierce the barrier. Then Unica pierces the barrier, and now they have to save her, and the only way they can save her is to pierce the barrier. This is not a joke. Sole bad guy on the plane says, "All right, I'm making another gun." And Sin just goes, "All right, man, whatever." Sole bad guy's like, "I'm bringing a gun." And everyone's just like, "Whatever, dude." So everyone on the ground is like the humanity's like helping to charge the big laser beam again to pierce the barrier because they need to save Unica because Unica got kidnapped from piercing the barrier because they got to reconvene after piercing the barrier. So they need to pierce the barrier, and then Sin like uses his command gear power and he's like, "All of the gears, I ask of you, protect humanity." And it's like it is like a decent characterization of Sin and his use of the command gear power because it was like very like an ask, like if you want to, like if it's not a big deal, can you help? So that was like that was pretty cool, I guess. That was fine, I didn't mind it. And then all of the world's energy, like the lights go out everywhere, the gears are protecting the humanity while they do this. The whole world, every like available source of energy or magic all combine into the fucking Washington Monument, which amplify it and shoot an even bigger beam at the magic satellite thing that shoots the beam at Nerval that pierces the barrier. So now that they've pierced the barrier, they can fly up and then see Nerval, and he's like a moon or whatever now. He's like a cosmic horror. He's like a moon with a face, which begs the question, like, Asuka's like, "Oh, I guess we're doing 2 moons now." He's just like still chilling up there. Anyway, Ram and Elfelt are now here. By the way, they're not in Illyria anymore. They're not protecting the barrier that Ram was protecting the whole show anymore. They were just like, it'll probably be fine. It's literally an impenetrable barrier that Kai and Dizzy are in. I don't think we need to protect the barrier anymore. So they're there, and then they're like going up, and there's like everyone gets a good hype and aura moment as they're like flying up to the moon, and there's like a bunch of tentacles like trying to hit Johnny's ship. Soul does volcanic viper, and it's a pretty cool aura moment. That was pretty dope. Axel Lowe shows up to help Sin, and then says, "Yep, I'm okay. I'm okay now, guys." And then it leaves. I don't know. And then like Johnny shows up on top of the ship, and Sin goes, "Dude, weren't you fucking flying?" And he goes like, "Yeah, it'll be fine." And it's like, that's kind of silly. And everyone has like another hype and aura moment. It's definitely the best episode of the series, solely on that they kind of just have the Guilty Gear characters doing cool things. But anyway, after traveling a bit, they need to pierce the barrier. So they need to pierce the barrier to get to Nerval. So they all like hold up their hand and start doing like some magic stuff to pierce the barrier. And everyone's like, "Fuck, we're not strong enough, fuck, what are we gonna do? Oh no!" And then Sin's like, "Fuck, I can't do it, I can't pierce the barrier that we pierced 7 times! I can't do it!" And then it cuts to Kai and Dizzy, who are now out of their barrier, and they're like, Sin, I'll share my energy with you. And then they share their energy with Sin because they know what's going on, because I don't know why. They're in Illyria, by the way, and this is taking place like above America. Whatever. So they share their energy with Sin, and Sin breaks the barrier. And then Soul Bad Guy's like, Sin, check this shit out, and then like javelin tosses the flag. Sin's flag into the moon's eye, and Sin like jumps on top of it and like rides it in, and it's like, that's kind of cool, yeah. All right. And it was a cool episode. It was just a lot of piercing the barrier. I don't know why they did it so many times. But anyway, Sin gets thrown directly into the moon. Episode 8, the final episode of the anime. They ran out of money. Every background is extremely basic, or like one solid color. There's a lot of very uncomfortable zooms on characters' faces, so they don't have to do backgrounds. Some of the backgrounds in the scenes where there should be a background is just a color. You get it, ass background. Episode 7, the climactic like fight episode, had a bunch of still images. You get it, ass frames. Like, you get what we were going for here. You get storyboards. And in this one, like, there's maybe 2 backgrounds in the whole episode. And it's like, wow, okay. So, yeah, so Sin is kind of just like inside of the moon now, inside of the Nerval moon. And inside it's just a bunch of cubes. It's just a bunch of like cubes and tentacles in the color red. And none of the lighting affects Sin at all, because that would be pretty hard to do. So he's just like, for like 4 minutes, he's just kind of like falling past a bunch of cubes and evading tentacles. It's, like, yeah, there are some things. There's a lot of chances for Sin to like say a move name when he's like, he sees like the cocoon that like Unica's in. He could like try to like tyrant barrel it, or like RTL. He just kind of punches it, and then it breaks, and then Unica's in there, and she's like, it's like really like, it's like really weird. She's like very like bondaged in there, and it's like very accentuating of the form. But yeah, Unica like uses some of her signature moves, like summoning guys, turning invisible. She like uses the Force at one point. She uses like telekinesis to like grab one of the tentacles and like uses it to fight other tentacles, because she's like has telekinesis, I guess. I don't know how any of this is gonna translate to her kit. She has wings, and she just has straight flight. Anyway, like Sin and Unica have their really cool fight scene where they kind of just hit a bunch of tentacles, and it doesn't look very cool at all because it's not interesting. It's really hard to get any sense of scale for this fight because the background is just a solid color. They're on a flat, featureless like rectangle on the floor, and it's just a bunch of random tentacles from off screen that they like smack away. That's like the final episode fight scene. Anyway, while Dizzy, Dizzy like has mastered her powers now, well, she was frozen in time and also has the virus in her, which, by the way, she's just over it. It doesn't matter. Like, she just got over it. Like, she... Like throughout like episode 1, you see her get infected with it. Episode like 4 or something, when it's like, this was a virus. It cuts to Dizzy, and then like in episode 2, when he shakes hands with Sin, it does the same thing, and it cuts to him shaking hands with Dizzy again, and it's like, look, he's doing something weird. Anyway, now that Dizzy's out of the barrier, the virus that she has is just like, she's just kind of over it. and she also mastered like her power or whatever. And then she asks every gear again to share their energy with Sin and Unica, and also like every human does it for whatever reason, because this is just a thing that can happen. So everybody like has like there's like a big like spirit bomb type thing. We get like Testament's like 5th or 6th cameo. Testament gets like a cameo in almost every single episode. I don't know why they didn't just make them a character. Everyone shares their energy. You see Asuka for a second. He's just kind of hanging out on the moon. You see Bridget like on the hospital bed with like no background. You see May hanging out with, you would think, I don't know, like she was with Delilah and Foss in another story, maybe them because Biken's in the main story, maybe just with April. She's hanging out with Anji fucking Mito because the people they just saw Anji and were like, oh yeah, we can throw him in. She's just hanging out with Anji doing some shit in like some place. I don't know. What did Biken even do? Her boobs bounced around on the screen and she was like attached to Johnny at the hip. They were I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and it'll like I'll talk about it again later when it happens, but like the show thinks Johnny and Biken are like married. They are always together, they are always bantering with each other, and they're always just like doing like the same, they're like attached at the hip. The show writers just said, oh, they both have a sword, they must be a couple. And it's just, I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, everyone shares their energy. This next segment is just like outlines. It's just a black background with outlines of Unica and Sin fighting more tentacles. And like having some blender shaders and some cool things. And they use the spirit bomb. They use the tactical like magic rainbow nuke that like obliterates like everything in space where they are to kill Nerval. And then we get like more outlines where it's like black and white, and then they're just kind of chilling. And then Nerval goes, you fools, you think that actually could kill me? I'll admit it hurt a little bit, but I'm still at 80% power. There's nothing you can do to defeat me. And then Sin pulls out a gun and shoots him point blank in the chest. And then he dies. Because I don't know. Because I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't know. Like, they use the magic power of every single person, every single gear. When Asuka shares some magic, it literally shakes the entire fucking planet with how much like fucking like magical energy. He lent out to Unica and Sin to do the fucking like supernova and like a nuclear bomb. And Nerval's like, that hurt a little bit, and Sin just pulls out a gun and shoots him with a bullet from a gun. And then he dies for real. He just actually dies on the spot and just is dead. So that problem's solved. We killed the bad guy. All right, we're good. Cool. And then they fall down to the earth, and like Dizzy catches them, and then Unica Unica hugs Dizzy, and that's the only interaction she has with her parents the entire anime. Then we cut to Kai and Dizzy's wedding again. Soul and Jackal hold hands. Everyone's like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then like in the scene where Kai and Dizzy are at, which are her parents, where Sin is at, which is her brother, where Sol and Jaco are at, which is like her grandparents. In the scene where all of these characters are, she doesn't talk to Bridget, by the way, in this episode. Bridget is just like, she has like a cameo, basically. In the scene where all of Unica's fucking like blood-related family is, she's like looking like sad, and then Baiken is the one to give her like a heartfelt talk about like, hey, you did good, kid. We forgive you for the couple terrorisms you did. And Johnny goes, yep, listen to your mother. Let's get out of here, Baiken. And then they leave. So like for some reason, Baiken was the one to give like a motivational say-so to Unica with like, instead of like anyone in her family. And then Johnny and Baiken leave, even though they are completely like unrelated to each other, basically. And like leaves May and April at the funeral. Like May and April are here, by the way. They're and I missed May the first time. They're at the wedding. And then Johnny just leaves both of them because he's gonna go fucking hang out with Baiken because I guess they live together. I don't know. And then Unica's like, Sin, that was cool. I'm just gonna go like fuck off now. And Sin goes, oh, really? She goes like, yeah. Maybe I'll see you again in the future. And Sin goes, all right, I'm gonna go lift some fucking weights. And that's the anime. That's the whole anime. That's how it ends. Okay. So, let's consider the following. In episode 8, there are a lot of things that just do not get wrapped up. The only thing that gets wrapped up is that the bad guy dies. They introduce things. Characters say shit like it's gonna be important. Unica says a couple things like it's gonna be important. Sin says a couple things like it's gonna be important. Jaco says some shit like it's gonna be important. And it's the last episode and nothing's gonna happen. Why are you guys saying this shit? What are you talking about? Unica got no consequences, Lamau. That's pretty standard. I think like her story in the first 4 episodes is just a fucking rehash of Ramlethal's, but worse. And then Elfelt kind of also like it kind of did like an Elfelt thing, but by the end, but also just like worse and not as relevant. And she was also fine. Like that's pretty standard, I guess. Like they're fine. And you know, Baiken at the end forgave Unica, and she also got pardoned by the president because she helped in the fight. So, but Baiken said, "Don't worry, Unica. You did good, kid. I won't hold it against you." And then she's like, who the thanks? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, I appreciate the sentiment, but like, who are you? I've never met you before. I mean, it's nice. It's just, I feel like it would be nicer if it was like, I don't know, like my... And she like looks over her shoulder like my mom or my dad saying that, or looks over her other shoulder like my grandparents. Like that would be nice if they said that to me, or like Sin even. Like I gave him a hard time the whole time. Like I don't know who you are, lady. Your boobs are big though, and I like that. I'll see ya. So there's that. But yeah, like a bunch of things just get said in this episode like it's gonna matter, and it doesn't. No, Bridget didn't get out of the hospital. She wasn't even at the wedding. Testament wasn't at the wedding either for no fucking reason, which was ridiculous to me, because Testament like only gets cameos. I don't know. It's just crazy. But yeah, like, and at the very end, like, Unica has, like, talks about Bridget, Bridget's still in a coma. She fucking, like, shared her, like, spirit bomb energy. So, yeah, it just doesn't feel like it's supposed to end. It feels like there's supposed to be more, like an epilogue at the very least, or like something to help us, like, care about the characters at all. And it's just kind of nonsense. It's a lot of the way that nothing ever happens, bro, type of show. I don't know. A lot of weird decisions overall. Like, let's go down, like, weird decision avenue. Bridget being Unica's, like, main motivation to do literally anything good is weird. It's cute, but it's a little weird. It's baiting for season 2. I feel like it must be, but I feel like it's only like this because this show was written to have 12 episodes. And then, like, by the 3rd episode, they were like, we're gonna need you to rework the ending and fit it into 6, 7, 8. And they were like, holy fuck. At some point. Like, this was definitely a 12 episode anime at the least. At the least. And it's 8 episodes, so do that what you will. You can definitely tell by the end. Yeah, the only thing that really came of Unica is she's Bridget's girlfriend now. That's kind of the only... That is... Okay. That is the only characterization we got of Unica. Her characterization was, I hate all gears, I'm gonna kill all gears. I'm over it because this girl is cute. I'll help out because this girl is cute and got hurt and I feel bad for her. I'm just kind of here. Alright, bye. That's her entire arc. Like, wrapped up in a phrase, really. The only thing she does is, like, care about Bridget because she's cute. And, like, complain about things. That's cool. They just, like... So that's weird. Yeah, she barely fucking interacts with... She, like, hugs Dizzy, like, at the very end. That's the only interaction she has with her parents. Very odd choice. Very odd choice. And it just is even more insulting that, like, Baiken and Johnny have a conversation with her at the end. Let it be Kai and Dizzy. What the fuck are you talking about? Fuck! I would have taken Soul Bad Guy. That would have worked too. Why the fuck is it Baiken and Johnny? Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck are you? She doesn't know who the fuck you are. You're nobody, bro. You're nobody. You're no one. Bro thinks they're on the team. You're not on the team, bro. Who the fuck are you? She doesn't even know your name. So that's weird. Unica as a character was very weird. Sin, like, half of Sin's line were just him screaming Unica's name. The other half was just him trying to convince Unica to not kill people. Soul Bad Guy was kind of cool. Like, he did some cool things. He shot a lot of guns. He shot both of his grandkids with a bullet from a gun. Which was funny. He shoots his granddaughter with a Mosin gun and then shoots his grandson with the magic bullet that was supposed to like destroy every cell in his body. But he was just fine. I don't know. Like, Unica got more hurt by the normal bullet than Sin got by the bullet that was specifically designed to make every single cell in his body explode. I don't know why. He was fine. Sin shoots the big bad guy with a fucking 1911 point blank in the chest and kills him for real. Soul's fine. Kai and Dizzy, literally all they do is like get harassed in the first episode, get attacked by Unica, seal themselves in a barrier, and then show up to be like, we'll help you by sharing our energy, and then get married again. Because our wedding got fucked up because Unica was like a terrorist. Also, like, I don't know, it's fine. We're not gonna say like anything. So that was really weird. Jacko having more fight scenes than Soul Bad Guy was a choice. Jacko had more fight scenes than Soul Bad Guy. I want to make sure that's like out there. Which was just I like Jacko. Jacko's like one of my favorite characters in Guilty Gear. Why the fuck was she not the scientist role? Like, okay, what I genuinely think is the writers for this just made like characters like, this is gonna be the scientist, this is gonna be like the infantry, and this is gonna be, this one's Soul, this one's Sin, this one's gonna be the one who like cheers up Sin. And then they looked at a dartboard and threw darts and said, okay, scientist character, throw a dart. Elfelt, all right. Infantry fighter character, throw a dart. Jacko. It's just like a really fucking weird. I don't know. Like I'm still not over that. I'm still not over Elfelt. Fucking Elfelt Valentine being the like primary scientist, like intel unit, and a detective for the first like 6 episodes of the anime, while Jacko is getting into like a fight every episode, half of which are like gun fights. She's getting into multiple gun fights. What are we talking about? We have like the fucking smart character right there. And then Paradigm shows up. And it's just like, whoa, cool. And then he also does it, and then like, I don't know. Like, okay. One of the punchlines for a joke is, while Elfelt is on field of research to do detective work and gather clues, she gets hit with the magic fucking like nuclear like satellite beam, but her head is so fucking dense she just tanks it completely because she's a moron. And then she's like, all right, good thing my stupid fucking bonehead protected me from that laser beam. It's time to go analyze these complicated bioweapons in my laboratory. What? Pick a lane. Like, at least stick to one thing. What are we talking about? How, like, what? What? And then she, like, is explaining shit to Jacko. Jacko is, like, calling her, like, Elfelt, what can you tell me about this? And then she's, like, explaining how magic devices work to Jacko. Bro, she was there. She's, like, explaining gear cells to the person who was fucking there when they got made. She was there. What? What are you doing? She was there, bro! This is me going up to fucking, like... This is me going up to fucking... I don't know! This is me going up to Galileo and being like, hey dude, I just want to let you know, I'm pretty sure we're living in a heliocentric universe. And he goes, yeah, I fucking know, man. I'm pretty aware of that. I'm pretty aware of that fact, dude. Not to be rude or anything, but I was fucking there when that was figured out. I like, what? Anyway. They just like fuck off. Like the characters are nothing makes sense. Nothing, like it doesn't matter at all. Every character could be any other character. It doesn't matter. No character besides Sin and I guess Unica and maybe Soul Bad Guy are reliant on them being the characters that they are. It does not matter at all. It could be anyone. And it's fucking like, and it's literally true because Biken is in the main cast and all she does is hang out with Johnny. That could have just been May and literally nothing of the story changes. And it makes more sense. Whatever. Okay. Johnny didn't even need to be in it in the first place. Oh, well, he's got a ship. And they use that in like the last episode. Whatever. Oh, like Axel Lowe's thing is weird. They show him like in episode 3 or something randomly, or episode 4, just like fucking like the image of Goku in chains. Like, what if like Goku got betrayed by his friends? And it's just like Axel Lowe for some reason. Later they like explain that he's like trapped and got like drugged and is being used to time travel. And then he shows up and says, "I'm alright," and then leaves and never comes back. And you never see him again. And he never comes back. And then like Kai and Dizzy like coming out of the barrier because they just get over it, and the virus that was infecting Dizzy also just not mattering was also just like, they just got over it. I don't know. Dizzy does not get her new outfit, by the way. She does not get her strive design. That's something for us to figure out somewhere else where that happens. Does not get it. I don't know. I really don't know why. But it's fine. I don't know. I really don't know. It would have made sense if the anime like covered it, but it does not cover it at all. They don't care. They don't care. Okay, what else even happened? Like, it's so weird, like nothing happened, like nothing ever happens, bro. So all of the characters don't make any sense. The plot barely fucking makes sense. The plot starts with like Sin and Soul Bad Guy looking for like a way to like help Kai out of the barrier, Kai and Dizzy out of the barrier, because that's bad. And then like Nerval does some shit, and they're like, okay, well we need to like stop Unica as well. And that's like kind of the plot, and then he just like time travels and turns into an alien and turns into a hive mind and turns into a moon, and then pierces barrier 6 times to pierce the barrier, the 7th time to get in. It's just such a mess. It makes no sense. It really just is odd. Like, it's just very odd overall. Like, nothing is cohesive. There's a big point of debate where people are like, this anime is okay because it's I guess it's an average anime. I'm not a big anime watcher, but I've just heard it's an extremely average anime, and I can kind of see that being the case. There's a really big point of debate where people are like, It's an average anime, but it's probably good if you know everything about Guilty Gear. And everyone's like, this show is so reliant on you knowing the Guilty Gear lore. It's crazy. And then if you know the Guilty Gear lore, all it does is piss you the fuck off. Nothing is consistent. None of the characters are written correctly. They don't even mention the backyard or anything like that. Instead of playing off of anything to do with like the universal will and the backyard and any of that information for any weird shit, they just immediately talk about time travel and the multiverse. Multiple dimensions is what they go to. No like weird stuff from like any Guilty Gear stuff of like you have the weirdest, most fucking like can kind of do whatever you want if you describe it well enough. Like the operating system of your world is the backyard and your magic runs on computer code. That's pretty fucking interesting. I don't like it. It's not important at all because it's all multiverse and time travel. It's Avengers. The more you know about Guilty Gear, the less sense it makes. It makes less sense if you know what Guilty Gear is about. Because it's like, why is it not about anything that Guilty Gear has in its world? Jacko says so many fucking things in this show that are not real words, so you assume they're Guilty Gearisms, and you look it up and they're not even that. When Nerval turns into a big purple alien, or a featureless 3D CGI purple alien, Jacko says something about like how crazy he is for breaking the like hypothetical like limits. And he goes, yeah, I had infinite time to do so. I looked up that word. It's not a word in the English dictionary. It's not a word in any Guilty Gear wiki. It's not a real fucking word. And she says shit like that in every episode. At one point, she like talks about like dividing the main personality by 0 to unlock the fucking like flux capacity of her like of her soul. And I'm like, what does that mean? Is that gonna like? Because I know she like has 2 personalities. Is she gonna like do anything? Nothing. All it does is make the minions like glow a little bit. They don't even particularly like get stronger or anything. She just kind of like says some random bullshit about like personality splitting and dividing by 0 and like mathematical equations, and then the minions like hit a purple alien a couple times and he dies. Which was already happening earlier. They mention the backyard by name, but like that's it. And it has like nothing to do with the scene. Like Paradigm like offhanded like says something about the backyard and that's it, and it's not even relevant to the scene. Really, like it doesn't matter. It just like it simply adds like, I don't know what the backyard is. What does that mean? But Jacko's been saying that shit the whole show. It's just this one time the backyard actually is something. It's just like, so like nothing about Guilty Gear matters. This is like almost an entirely disconnected story from Guilty Gear as a whole. This has nothing to do with anything. There's no, it just, you don't even know about, you do not even need to know about the Crusades. Like, they're just explained as like a bad thing happened. You do not need to know who Justice is. That does not matter at all. You don't really need to know anything about any of the characters outside of Unica wants to do something until she meets Bridget, and then now she's a good guy. And Sin wants Unica to not be a bad guy. That's the only thing you need to know. And Nerval's evil. That's the only thing you need to know about the characters to have it make sense. As much sense as it can. You don't need to know about like the world building or like how magic works. Just it doesn't really even get it doesn't matter. Everything gets explained to you via exposition, or when a character shows up on screen, they pause the show and explain like the character in like a couple sentences, and it's like they don't even need to do that. It doesn't matter. Like Ramlethal, once Valentine used as it's like it doesn't matter. Like she's just kind of chilling. She has big swords and can shoot laser beams. That's all she does. It doesn't matter who she is. Like it could have been just a guy with a really big gun, and nothing changes. Like it doesn't matter. Like a good like 80 to 90% of the entire show's runtime just doesn't matter. Nothing ever happens. It's at the very least not the worst video game adaptation this year. It is without doubt far worse than Devil May Cry. I will take no opinions on this. Devil May Cry is everyone's like, oh, it's like so, they put like Devil Trigger in it. What the fuck? Nobody cares, dude. You're gonna live. You're gonna be okay. At least Devil May Cry was entertaining, and at least Devil May Cry had animation, and you could be like, that's cool. And it had Dante being like the wacky wahoo pizza guy. And it had Virgil say, I am the storm that is approaching. I don't give a fuck what any of you motherfuckers say. If any of you are like against that, you are lying to me. If in Devil May Cry fucking 6, or even in 5, Virgil went, you don't know what kind of storm's approaching, brother. I am that storm. That would be the most clipped, most fucking like beloved like quote of the entire game. But because it's in an adaptation, everyone's like, no, I don't like it. It's silly, it's goofy. It is Devil May fucking Cry. I don't know what you're talking about. That wouldn't make it good either. You're bullshitting. You are 100% bullshitting. Literally, Devil May Cry 1, Dante goes like, or fucking the lady with him goes like, yeah, I guess that kind of Sennis can even have a Devil May Cry sometimes. And everyone goes like, yeah, Devil May Cry. It's funny. Like, it's funny. He renames the story like Devil Never Cry. That's in 3. Well, whatever. The Devil May Cry show is fine. Like, it's like, at least Dante, is a main character, swings his sword and shoots his guns and kills demons, and like gets into fights and like has a good time and has like Danteisms. And then like Trish or Lady, I don't know what her name is, shows up, and at least she's in it, and she like interacts with Dante. He's in the show for a total runtime of maybe 20 minutes. I don't even know if I believe that. Like, I've read criticisms of the show that's like complaining that like nobody gets any spotlight because Dante is just kind of always there. Like when it came out, fucking all of the tweets were like, why Dante the bus driver all of a sudden? Like, were they trying to fit him into every scene because he's the main guy? Like, why is he the bus driver all of a sudden? What are you talking about? He's in it for 20 minutes. 8 episodes is usually fine. 8 episodes is usually a pretty good amount of time to tell a story. It's usually fine. Anyway, no, Silver Ruler is just it wasn't it was just a complete mess. The music was terrible. It was all very like it was very Persona 5 like core, like Persona 5 inspired music. There was not a single metal song. There was not a single Naoki song, which immediately takes it down 2 letter grades. I don't think Daisuke composed anything, which also takes it down another 2 letter grades. Those kind of go together. So it's down like 4 letter grades from that, like automatically. It's just... What would you rate it out of 10? Like a 2. It's probably like a 2 out of 10. But if you've never seen Guilty Gear, it could probably be like a 4. But if you know the characters, it's like, it's deeply, genuinely annoying. And it like goes down. Because it does so many things that like... OST lacking completely, it takes it down. All of the characters are so mischaracterized, it's not even funny. Like it's not even like a joke how mischaracterized every single fucking character in the show is. So it goes down. The animation is like, there's like, it looks fine, but if you want to see cool or fun animation, you're watching the wrong show. Like it doesn't really do anything. It's mostly still images and like a panning camera. And then when there is a fight scene, there's a lot of like just still images and like slideshows of like, you get what we were going for. You get storyboards for our fight scenes. But it's a 2 out of 10 because I liked the silly things Soul Bad Guy did. I liked seeing him Tyrant Rave and Volcanic Viper. He was aura farming the whole show. I liked seeing Unica do things because I just think she's cute. I like how Unica looks. Elfeld was also cute. Her eyes were scary, but she's adorable and I love her, so seeing her just kind of do whatever the fuck was fine. I'm glad I'm happy, or I'm interested in the fact that Unica is like definitely gay as fuck. I think that's cute. I think that's neat. That like I'm Hime Joshing out. That hits me. I'm a fan of that. So that's cool. That's really it though. If you're not really concerned about Yuri, and if you don't really care that much about like Unica, or like seeing any of the other characters just kind of like be there and be like, oh, that's a cute render of a character I like, it's probably not worth watching at all. And I mean, you could say that about a 2 out of 10. Not gonna lie. You could probably say that about a 2 out of 10. It was just a very expensive trailer, I guess, for the DLC character. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know. Goldlewis and Giovanna unemployed. Yeah, they just weren't even in it, which is fine. But like, with how much time that was spent like at the White House with like Vernon and Erica, if you even remember who that is, it is interesting that there was no that there was no Goldlewis or Giovanna. Unica gonna be 5-star. I don't know what that means. Watch, get ready for a 5-hit one-shot combo Rekka character. They're probably not gonna make Chip again. At least they didn't butcher any existing Plotlines characters. That's like kind of what they did. I mean, I don't know, like... if the characterizations stick, I would say they did that. But overall, like, all that changed is like Unica's here now, I guess. And like some shit happened. Sin technically is like the king of gears now. They don't really talk about that very well. 5-star difficulty. I'm sure she's gonna be whatever the easiest is. Okay, her abilities in the show are like she shoots her gun a lot, she swings it around, she just can fly, she has wings, and she has uninhibited flight. She can turn invisible, and she summons monsters. Oh, and she has like telekinesis, like electricity kind of stuff. So I'm assuming she'll have like a mid-range command throw with her telekinesis, and then she'll be able to summon like little goober monsters for like Okazeme, or like dizzy fish kind of deal. She'll probably have like a dizzy fish similar move with it, the little goobers that she spawns. And then she'll just have a bunch of like projectiles and beams. Or they're gonna make her like a completely different character because like I don't know, like who even knows. Oh, and she'll be able to like fly around. Yeah, she'll have Zato flight and invisibility on a move. On a down input. She can turn invisible for like 2 seconds. And she's probably gonna have none of that and just be a strike throw character. Because I don't know. I don't know, it's Thrive. It's gonna let them do whatever they want sometimes. Yeah, the way that she fights is mostly just flying around and shooting people and summoning goobers, and then swinging her gun around. And then yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what she's gonna have as far as any of that translating. I really don't know. But, yeah. Auto frame trap. I mean, that just happens when you make a Strive character. That's like, she'll have a health bar. Like, yeah, she'll probably have that. Okay, auto frame trapping in Strife isn't as bad as like Grand Blue, where it is actually like a core component to every single character. Some characters in Strife just don't have them, but pretty much everyone in base game does, except for like Milia. And then like every DLC who's not like a zoner, who's not a good zoner, Johnny, has one. I kinda hope, one of these days Lost Media Guilty Gear anime surfaces and it's better than Dual Rulers. Yeah, it probably is better than, I mean, it wouldn't be hard to be better than Dual Rulers. You could make anything be better than Dual Rulers, really. pen in the thing. Give Daisuke the pen. I don't think he cares. Or I don't think he's, like, allowed to. I don't think he was allowed to do anything. I think he designed Unica, and that's it. I do not think he designed Nerval. I do not think he wrote the plot. I don't think he did much. I think he designed Unica to be a character in the game. And that's about it. And then they made an anime. And I just, that's probably as far as that goes. I would be very surprised if it went any further than that for his involvement. But yeah, the anime was pretty underwhelming. Pretty uninteresting. I think the only noteworthy thing that anyone's gonna remember about this anime is that Unica is super gay for Bridget. And that is basically the only memorable thing that happened, because it's like, okay, because it's just a little bit ridiculous. That is, I think, the only thing. It was definitely supposed to be 12 episodes. And they did not make it 12 episodes. And everyone was just kind of like, well, what can you do? I guess just make the bad guy get shot in the chest and die. Whatever. Well, the worst thing a show can be is forgettable. Honestly, I hope this show is completely forgettable and it kind of just gets retconned. And nobody really talks about it. And the only thing that stays is like Unica and Bridget, because it's like, yeah, they're cute together, I guess. I like that. And I just like Yuri, so there's that. That's kind of the best case scenario, is like, that's the only thing that remains. I would be okay. I would be thoroughly pleased with that. What I find interesting is JP Twitter, Japanese Twitter, was a pretty big fan of the anime. This one, of course, you know, they're translated. Was like, this was a delight for longtime fans. I wouldn't recommend it for beginners, and I wouldn't recommend it to people who can't tolerate horror. I guess there was like one like okay. When they're like in the moon, like after they do the big nuclear bomb, but before they shoot him in the chest and kill him, he has like this like horror scene where he does like a bunch of like weird shit, and it does look pretty cool. But they use like this stock sound effect of a lady screaming like 6 times while he's monologuing, and it gets funnier every time they use it. But you know, the intent was there. They probably should have just like brought Ino back, or Happy Chaos, or literally anyone, and just instead of making a new villain, or had Unica be like a villain for longer. And the Dizzy and Soul interaction was sweet. That's probably the actual best thing to come out of it. I prefer they did a standalone game like Overture. Probably would have worked well, or they just did like another story like they did with Delilah's arc, basically. Just make like a 40-minute story mode. Or instead of making it an 8-episode anime, we're about, I would say, 5 things total happen, so in some episodes literally nothing happens. But it's obviously paced to be 12 episodes. I don't know. Probably should have just made a movie. I think it would have worked better in that, like in just like an hour and 20 minutes kind of cohesive like film. Probably should have just done that, just make a 90-minute film. Would have worked pretty well. I really think that would have looked, it would have been a little bit better. A little bit better. However, again, not what we got. We got something weird. We got something that made no sense, but yep. Yeah, I don't know, like, yeah, I would have been completely fine with another in-game movie, but they wanted to make an anime, and I hope they made a lot of money. I hope they made money, and I hope this money can be used to make a good continuation to Guilty Gear. I hope we can just kind of like we can kind of just bury Strive and be like, all right, let's move on and make 1, a game that is good, and 2, a story that is good, and just keep making the music, man, because the one thing you can say about Strive, that music, pretty good. But that's the best thing I can say about Strive. I really just want a Rev 3. I want Guilty Gear to come back to the anime area. Because again, my biggest complaint about Guilty Gear is you can be a very, very bad fighting game player. You can be a very weak fighting game player, and you will still win locals for Strive. You do not need to be a strong fighting game player to be an amazing Strive player. And that's kind of my biggest problem with it, is just like, yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of rough. Like, you can truly suck ass. But as long as you pick the right character, man, like, you too can be an Evo champion. It's definitely the it's definitely the Street Fighter 5. It's definitely the Street Fighter 5. And if we're being honest, this is a reference a lot of you won't get. This is the Saint Anger of Guilty Gear. This is the Saint Anger of Guilty Gear. And anyone who says it isn't, somebody said no, Guilty Gear's the Black Album. You're a fucking moron. Street Fighter 5 implies this game won't be ideal until its final year. That's probably gonna happen, and then once the next Guilty Gear comes out and completely return to forms to Revelator, but keeps some Strivisms, the good Strivisms, the few there are, and then we'll get a pretty good game. That's the hope, though. That's the hope. That's the cope. Metallica reference. Alright. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. I hadn't realized that Yusha was so based, and I'm pleased to see it. I'm pleased to see it. But yeah, Saint Anger is definitely like the worst Metallica album, and Metallica's like one of the greatest metal bands. So I would be pretty comfortable comparing 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 Guilty Gear to Metallica in this sense, and Strive being the Saint Anger. Like they fucked up on that one, not gonna lie. Hey, calling Exerd Black Albums a little mean to Exerd. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little on the mean side. I don't know, what do we even like? If Guilty Gear 1 is like... If Guilty Gear 1 is a Ride the Lightning, I concur that Accent Core is And Justice for All. However, I think Exerd's like probably Kill 'Em All. Or Master of Puppets. I think Exerd's probably Kill 'Em All. Yeah, I think Exerd's Kill 'Em All. That's my guess. That's my belief on it. Strive is Saint Anger. And then we can only hope... At that point, we can only hope that the next Guilty Gear is like Master of Puppets. And it's like, yeah, Master of Puppets is really good. Now, I think Master of Puppets, the song, is super not Metallica's best song by any means, but it's like, it was in Stranger Things, so it's the one everyone talks about, and the one that all the normies talk about, and it's like, whatever. What can you do? However, if the next Guilty Gear is that, it's like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about! That's what I'm talking about! I said that when I made a Strive review. That was kind of like defending Strive. Like, listen, man, I believe in it still, and I never posted it because I stopped believing in it because it was right before season 4 came out. And I read those patch notes. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't post you. I finished the video, I edited the video, I exported the video. I can't say this propaganda anymore. And I said, yeah, like, when Exerd came out, all of the plus R boomer, all of the Accent Core boomers were like, Exerd for the babies. And then when Strive came out, all of the Exerd millennials were like, yep, Strive is for the babies. And I mean, they were kind of right. But, you know, Rev 3 comes out, no legacy characters, only new characters. I would not mind something somewhat like that. If a Rev 3 comes out and it's like, or if the next Guilty Gear comes out, and you know how Street Fighter 6 is like Luke's on the thing and Tekken 8 is like Reyna's on the thing, I would not mind if the next Guilty Gear had Sin and Unica on the main page. And I fucking hate Sin. Sin is so lame, but I would not mind. I would not mind if it's like a Sin and Unica kind of thing. I would be okay with it. And then Soul Bad Guy would be in it. Like, Soul Bad Guy will still like be there, but then he'll have like all his like stupid little scientist toys and gadgets. That would be cool. I would love to see, like, I would have, oh my god. You don't know what I would have done to see the Revelator 2 version of Asuka that we could have gotten. The Revelator 2 version of Asuka genuinely could have been the coolest, most fucked up, complicated, fun character of all time. And I'll say, the Strive Asuka that we got is if not the top one, definitely in the top 3 of my favorite fighting game characters of all time. But a part of me still is like, man, I really wonder how he would have been in Rev 2. I really, really do wonder. If they make Sin look sick in the next entry. I agree too. I think just Strive Sin looks really boring and makes me like, Exert Sin is fine, I can handle it. I'm like, he's okay. Strive Sin just makes me think the character's lame as fucking boring. Like, wow. One, he's already not my kind of character just by default. And let's be honest, Strive Sin just looks like shit. He just looks very, very boring. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Yeah, Strive Season 2 had, like, Bedman and Asuka. Oh, we were cooking. And then went to Guard Slop. We went back to Guard Slop. Abba is a character. I need Abba killed. I need her to die. I need Gold Lewis to also die. It's unbelievable to me. I need these people dead. Guard Slop, Rekka, bullshit, whatever. Abba in plus R. I'm not a big plus R like player, but at least in plus R she has blood packs, and it's like, alright, you gotta kind of play around that. And at least her normal mode is actually like bad, and you go, oh man, I need to do something about this. In Strive, normal mode Abba is like better than half the fucking characters on the goddamn roster. And then she gets her install. It's like, what? What? What do you mean? We should do an Exeter plus R night? Maybe. I just kind of need to like... I just kind of need to get back into the fighting game feel. I've just not really been having fun, and I think I'm fixated enough on Unica to where I can kind of get that snowball rolling again. I'm gonna strive and then be like, alright, let's play something that's actually good now. I don't, like, they delayed Venom, and they didn't give him anything new. Venom is like such... Venom is just copy-pasted from Exerd, but slowed down to Strive, which just makes him feel like shit if you've ever played Venom before and you go, this isn't fun. You, like if you've played Venom before in Plus R or Exerd, you play Strive Venom and you're like, wow, this is just Venom if it wasn't fun. Wow, cool. And I love Venom. Venom's one of my favorite fucking characters, and I was excited for him, and then I played him one time, and I was just like, I'm just gonna put this down. That doesn't do anything for me. Feels like a Season 1 character. He kinda does feel like a Season 1 character. I think we just, like, okay. Do not fucking buff Venom directly. Just dial it back, remove guard slop, remove guard crushes, get rid of wild assault. We don't need it, man. We don't need it. Like, dial it back, change some health values, change some damage scaling, make zoners not all kind of coagulate at the very bottom of the tier list unless you're Johnny. Spread them out. Change the systems. Change the game. And then Venom can probably function. And you know who else will start functioning? Dizzy. Dizzy needs some Omega buffs. Or does she? Or does she need the game to be changed around the fact that there's more than just one archetype that they're looking for, and it's the Guard Crusher? Looking its comments was kind of wild assault on RC. Yeah. Just, like, make him a little less resource dependent. And give Dizzy a couple things. Nerf the fuck out of Johnny. Gut Gold Lewis and Potemkin and Abba just for fun on that one. And then just even it out. Even out the game and just kind of just... Alright. And have the tier list be a more even spread of archetypes instead of every single zoner being terrible when it's like half the roster. Have setup be rewarding. Have neutral be important. We can get somewhere with this. We can really get somewhere with this. It can happen. It can happen. Anyway, Guilty Gear 5, I want it to be fucking fucked up. I want it to be metal again. Like Exerd, everyone kind of had a good ending in Exerd. Strive was like everyone's gonna be like super positive and happy and have a good ending. I want Guilty Gear 5 to be these characters at like some of their lowest. I want some crazy shit to happen. I want Biken's character arc to be like becoming part gear. And have her arc be like an entire thing of like self like disgust and hate for like the creature she has become. I want it to be miserable. I want Biken to like just get so fucked up and so distraught by that her fucking arcade mode is finding a way to kill herself. And then at the very end, like someone's like, okay, yeah, but Delilah kinda needs you, and she's like, I guess. And she gets over it a little bit. That's what I'm looking for in the next Guilty Gear. I want that for a lot of characters. I think that would be cool. And oh my goodness. If something happens to make the Guilty Gear world so fucked up and miserable again, where it's like it's back to being like the kind of where it was in like Plus R, and it's just fucked up, you can bring Happy Chaos back to be like a good force. Because Happy Chaos's entire character is like he's not good or evil. He's just doing what's the like what the thing that's like best for the like that's entertaining. He's weird. He's chaos. If the world is too good, he's like, I want to fuck up the world, so like the history is interesting. If the world is too fucked up and like nothing can flourish and it's just like war and conflict and there's nothing fun or interesting to entertain him, he'll be like, all right, we gotta fix that. You could bring him back. You could do something cool with him. You could do something cool with him. Let me cook. I can cook, chat. Let me cook. That'll be pretty good. That'll be pretty good. Have Nagori Yuki just not even change? Don't even bring him into the next. No, he's cool. You can bring him to the next one. Just make him play different. Different game. He'll be different. Don't even change him. He's fine. You cook with him. Have it be like a time skip so Kai can have. So Kai can have long hair again. Make Dizzy look give Dizzy like the ABBA eyes, and give her like eye bags and shit, cause she's like so fucking like overworked and stressed as the queen during this like awful fucking war, and she's just like it's make her look like she like she used to live in a forest, but she was still like the prettiest bitch in the world. Make her look like she lives in a forest. I think like a feral fucked up Dizzy would be really cool. Let me cook, guys. Goth Dizzy, let me cook. Alright. Anyway, enough of things that are never gonna fucking happen. Buff Bacon, so when she tethers, she kisses the other character? That would be pretty good. That would be pretty dope. I would like that. Anyway, yep. Balance patch and Unica update next Tuesday, which will be the next stream. So that'll be kind of cool. That'll be kind of interesting. I'll have a good time with that. Yeah. I'll play a little bit of Strive. I hope I like it. I hope I enjoy the thing that happens. I hope Strive is fun. I hope the balance change is big. I hope we get like an air-focused update. Wouldn't that be really cool if we get like a really air-focused update? Just give us air combos back. Make a bunch of shit just air okay. Give Dizzy her second air dash back. Remove the fucking, just have air dashes be instant. Come on. Please do it for me. Do it for me. Probably not gonna happen, but that would be really fun if it did. Just speed up the game, get it closer to what Rev was. Make Strive like Exerd, and then give us ranked, and then make a new game. Let us have a fun version of Strive for a year, and then make a new game. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. I'm telling you, that's all you gotta do, baby. That's all you gotta do. I'll get around. Okay. Cause you guys were being like, cause a couple of you guys were being like freaks. Maybe I'm gonna get around to watching the Devil May Cry anime. And if it's good, I'm killing you motherfuckers. I'm going to kill you motherfuckers. If it is like, if it does like has any, like, okay. I'm not gonna say any. If it's like okay, I'm gonna be like, guys, you guys are being fucked up. Everyone's like, this is the worst thing that's ever been. Like, Guilty Gear, like, dual rulers will literally set up things happening and never pay up. They will check off his gun. Be like, look at that gun. Yep, that gun's gonna do something. Okay. An hour later, remember that gun? Yep. An hour later, the gun's just not there anymore. And it's never mentioned. Like, Dual Rulers is like anti-media. It is anti-storytelling. It is like... The entire anime is like, is not showing you anything. It's telling you everything. Like, half the dialogue is exposition from the narrator. Dual Rulers is terrible. If Devil May Cry does like anything, it's like, come on guys, at least, like the story, like, went from point A to point B and made sense, right? Right. It's hard to tell when. It's hard to tell when adaptations are good or bad, to be honest. But I can firmly say Gold Rollers is pretty bad. Where's the alert? Come on, alert box. Cook. Hey! Thank you for the $2, D'Angelo. I appreciate that a lot. Saying brain rot. What are you talking about, man? What are we rotting our brains with today? I think we're always rotting our brains every day of the week. But yeah, thank you for the $2 and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. It's very sweet. Steam. I don't have anything pending. I guess give it a minute to alert to me. We'll see. We shall see. I have 3 friend requests. And this is definitely a bot. Okay. And this is definitely a bot. And this is definitely a bot. Oh, there we go. Let's see. I received the gift. Let me see. What is this? Cash cleaner simulator? What is this? What is this? What am I witnessing here? What am I looking at? Let's see. Game about money cleaning, money laundering, money cleaning. Interesting. Very interesting. Let me try to get the... Let me see the Steam page. This could be a funny game to play on stream. It's one of them, yeah, okay, I see what this is. This is this is Germa slop. This is something that Germa would play. It's kind of funny. Alright. Thank you, I appreciate that. Ugh. I'll probably play it soon. Alright, chat room. Dude, I've fucking ranted and raved for a really long time there. I am kind of getting a little bit of a vocal pain, not gonna lie, but hey, you know what? We gamed pretty hard. We hit E! We hit E! We actually got E in balatro. That's gonna be a standalone video. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Tuesday we'll be back with and hopefully Unica will be out. Thursday Night Rain will be out. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do next. So, yeah. Look forward to next week. Next week we'll have some pretty fun streams. I'm gonna be pretty hype. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the really good balatro luck, the local luck. And honestly, thanks Arxis for trying to make an anime. Because it was, at the end of the day, it was fun to complain about it. And Unica is really cute. I want her to put her fingers in my mouth. That's all. Bye everyone.